2.
He did me that favor. Hey! Welcome, everybody, to the H3 Podcast. Thank you to Privacy and Teddy Fresh for sponsoring us today. Whitney Cummings is here with us, the incredible comedian, actor, producer, writer. Am I missing anything?
No.
Philanthropist.
Podcaster now.
Podcaster.
I just started 10 years late.
And I have here even, it says, and now podcaster?
Oh, yeah. Question mark.
She's the host of the brand new Good For You podcast. The incredible Whitney Cummings. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
What's
taking us so long to do this?
Right.
I know I'm really happy and we've done I don't know why we don't have that many female guests and it really bothers me.
Why is that? Do you
I don't
think?
know.
I don't know.
Do you not do they come to you or does someone ask or how does it work?
It works both ways.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know why that is. But I'm glad that
Do you think all the talk about poop and
I think we have a male-oriented
Wiping.
audience, but that doesn't matter. We transcend that.
Yeah, I think so. That's really interesting. I don't really know how I'm just getting into this, how podcasts get found and shared, word of mouth, and I don't know. Who knows?
Well, here we are.
Well, here we are.
It's
a new
We've
day.
done it. Well.
I'm about to ruin your following. I'm about to fuck up your
I've already
algorithm.
tried in every way possible. Trust me, there's nothing you can do worse than I've already done. How is it that you're just getting into podcasting now?
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you?
I have to be honest. I know I might not give off this vibe. I think a lot of people think I'm very confident and self-assured, but I'm actually pretty shy, despite how I pretend I'm not.
you don't look shy?
You don't think I'm shy?
Yeah.
Just
I don't
from
know.
you meeting
That
me?
wasn't our impression.
I follow you on Instagram.
From like what I project.
Just from what, yeah.
Right.
But obviously,
from the photos I take of
what does it
myself
really mean?
alone in my home when no one's around because I'm isolating.
Well, sometimes you'll post videos and you just have that like confidence. It looks like.
I am really confident when no one's around.
Okay.
To judge me or give me feedback. I think I am confident when I'm on stage doing stand-up. That's where I feel safest and where I can take risks and where I feel good about myself. But podcasting, I think for some reason, because I was like, well, is it jokes only? Like I know how to be confident when I'm telling jokes, but I just never felt like I didn't have the self-esteem to think I'd be interesting enough to like talk for 2 hours.
Interesting.
So I never, I was like, who would want to hear me talk for 2 hours? And then I did a bunch of other people's podcasts and I was like, oh, if these people can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
And then I learned a lot of people aren't tuning in for people to be funny all the time.
Right.
That's true. And also, what you learn is that the bar is very low and nobody expects anything from podcasts.
It's interesting.
Also, you don't really
that
need to
takes
be
the pressure off.
you don't need to be that interesting kind of like, or I don't know how you think about what is interesting. I mean, I'm sure you actually do have a lot of interesting things going on with like your comedy career and the help you do with dogs, whatever,
People just kind of want to hear about your day.
Yeah, exactly.
So for me, I always just thought like having made like television and stand-up, you're like, you have to be interesting and funny and every word has to matter and everything has to be a perfect joke. So
It's
I was like
the
2 hours of
opposite of
content.
that.
Yeah, it takes 8 months to make an hour of stand-up that's fit to be shot for television. So I was just like, 2 hours a week, like this is going to be exhausting. And then, Joey Diaz was like, they just want the wiretap. They kind of just want to hear you having conversations and being authentic. And then I was like, oh, wait, now I have to figure out how to be authentic. So that's a whole other thing,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's I think a lot of the comedians that have podcasts, which are a lot of them now, once you get the rhythm of just kind of talking and rattling stuff off and stream of consciousness, I feel like a lot of them end up like developing content or material from that medium, right?
It kind of becomes like a little think tank, incubator, where you sort of start talking about something and you're like, oh, that actually could be a great joke. And I think it'll be interesting for people to now watch, specials and then listen to podcasts and hear how the bits started kind of developing in the podcast.
It is good to see that personal side of people, though, because comedians, too, have this kind of they have an air about them of they're on the stage and they're so confident and touchable, but they're not so human up there. But the podcast strips that away.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, being on stage is a trauma response, or it's some kind of self-protection mechanism. Like most comedians off stage, we're not that funny. And I think I didn't do a lot of podcasts that weren't comedian podcasts for the longest time because I felt like I had to go on and be really funny. And only comics kind of know. We get together and we're like, oh, we get to be boring together, thank God. But then I felt like when I went on other people's podcasts, I had to like try and be funny. And I'm like, am I just like bombing at 10 a.m. on Ventura? So I just like wasn't really going on podcast. I just like couldn't. Now I kind of get it.
That's good.
And
I feel like sorry.
And also I would say that in the TV and movie business is imploding. So I figured why not get
in before it's too late. Yeah, and I feel you.
Yeah, I wasted so much time and energy like dealing with like the bullshit politics of television. I was like, wait, you can just make something and not get notes from a guy that went to law school?
That's right.
And knows nothing about comedy? Like I don't have to have some 60-year-old married guy tell me I'm not likable?
You will get notes in the form of YouTube comments.
Oh, that's right.
But you don't have to listen to them.
Yeah, you don't have to read them.
Yeah. Or at least it's not someone that gets to decide my fate. And I could also maybe delete them. I don't know how the YouTube comments work.
Yeah, you can ban them.
I wouldn't do that.
You can outright
really?
ban them.
I only did that with Instagram comments. I did auto block.
The best is to just not look and just let it be and just forget that it's there.
Because if you believe the good, you have to believe the bad.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. And I don't even believe the good. I only believe the bad.
Me too. That's how I am. Yeah, I really magnify negative comments. It's like we have comedian brain. Like if you're performing for 5,000 people and one person's not laughing, that's the only person I'll think about.
Just staring down the whole time.
That's exactly right.
I feel like I just was also thinking about podcasting and comedians. I feel like it kind of starting to influence the style of stand-up.
Interesting.
In my personal opinion,
I think you're
don't
right.
know if it's true.
I think you're exactly right.
Because I feel like there's kind of like a style that is going out of fashion, like jokes and very set up and very structured.
That's really, really interesting, and I had not thought about that till now. That everyone's becoming a little more conversation and a little more vulnerable. We're now at a place
more authentic in a way.
Yeah. If we're in a situation, if you're doing a stand-up special and you don't admit a secret about yourself, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like Marin and, all these shows where you go on and you be vulnerable and you talk about your childhood and stuff like that. And then people go see a stand-up set where you're just like Facebook jokes, airplane jokes. Right. Everyone's like, aren't you going to tell us about that time you got molested?
Right.
Like,
That's very end, the molestation story.
Yeah.
I don't have a molestation story.
Oh, bummer. Oh, bummer. Your parents dropped the ball.
Paul really has the best molestation story.
Yes, he does.
I think that's awesome.
He wins.
For him. Yeah.
It's actually kind of the worst thing for the other people that have been molested that now they have an inferiority complex about their molestation.
Not as good.
Because Bobby's was so good.
What was it? He got a dude with Down syndrome put a thumb up his ass or something. Come on. As far as molestation stories go.
He takes the cake.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
In our previous episode, we do episodes without guests. Actually, most of our episodes are without guests.
Yep.
And we venture into, dicey territory, into the fields, okay? For example, here's one, and tell me what you think. Zach, our sound guy, we've been talking about the use of bidets. I'm new to using bidets.
So you got money now, yeah. That's some new money shit.
Yeah. Are rich people have bidets? Because in South...
Yes.
Because I got complaints from people in, like, Southeast Asia. Those guys are... I guess, yeah. I mean...
Are you a bidet?
No, don't like it.
Well, the people...
I feel attacked. No,
Are you a Metamucilor?
I don't. Hold on.
Go and try?
I just go and shit. Just shit, wipe, move
and then
on.
call it a day?
It's not
you
a big
must have
problem.
good BMs. You must have like...
I really do. I'm actually... What's in here is something called athletic
I thought you were going to say, this is duty now.
This is my shit. I carry
so
this around.
clean.
I shit in a cup that says Honey Badger.
Nice.
I never know when I'm going to have to step out. So... and it helps with all of that, but I'm really I don't really eat meat, and I do a lot of veg, and things move pretty well.
We just went vegetarian last week.
You went where?
We're vegetarian.
Oh, cool! Good for you.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
My poops have been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
How many times a day?
Oh no, it's not that serious.
You're supposed
like
to
once
shit.
or twice.
You're supposed to shit 3 times a day, I believe.
I feel like I have been since we're like officially vegetarian.
Yeah.
I think I'm still pooping once a day.
Yeah.
Twice maybe.
Have you ever taken Aloe Pills? I'm about to blow your mind
What is that?
and your fucking colon.
What is that?
Aloe Pills. It's if you ever get constipated, this is the best thing in the world to take. Like if I'm flying a lot and I'm dehydrated or I'm just eating trash on the road, because there's just like bread on the road, like airport bread. It's just like so many chemicals and shit. Stops you up, dehydrated. Take an aloe pill, you will shit.
It's just a shit pill.
It's a shit pill basically, but you will shit like liquid. Even when you think you're done, it just starts clean. Well, we carry around like they say about 5 pounds of shit at all times. That's kind of just like congealed to which is a lot of the reason we don't absorb all the nutrients we need, right? When we're tired a lot. So it just will blow out your
So you're just
ass.
giving yourself an enema.
I do it like twice a year if I'm like not in great shape.
And you feel better after.
Unbelievable.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
10 pounds lighter, emotionally and physically.
Wow, I've never done that. I've never cleared my bowels to such an enormous degree.
It's just it's just helpful to know how much shit you're carrying around.
Oh,
like this shit just keeps coming out.
Yeah.
This is wild. But since I haven't eaten meat and the amount of plant-based stuff I eat, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape.
Well, what I was gonna say is that my Zach and Back were having a debate about the bidet. He says that he squirts the asshole, and then he's
not inside, not like it's not a colonic. You mean just cleans
you know how
it.
bidets work.
Yes.
It's like a power wash on your
Okay,
asshole.
Yes.
A pressure wash.
Yeah.
And so he takes soap and then he soaps out his asshole. And then he leaves the soap in the bowl, in the bidet bowl. And I thought that was the craziest thing I ever heard.
So you can't flush a bidet?
No, it's like a sink.
I have before, like, put my butt in the tub and washed my butt.
Was it that bad? I don't see the necessity.
There are times, like I ride horses, like I do Soul Cycle, like stuff like that. If there's a time where I feel like I've gotten a little swampy and I just need to kind of just
Do it for swamp.
Yeah, just
Not for
it's
shit.
not like I have shit everywhere. It's just more like I just feel like I'm a little gnarly and chowdery or something.
Chowdery.
And then I've got a thing in my bathtub that's like like the sprayer wash thing, and I'll just take antibacterial soap and I'll just go. I don't have time for a shower, but I do feel like this crevice in particular.
I see. I feel like that's different. I understand. I respect that.
By the way, that's my favorite. I feel like that's different.
I respect that. No, because you just have a swampy ass, and that's
what that is.
But like when you do a wipe, you do a bidet, you're ready to go about your day, and then you soap your asshole. You're touching your asshole, and you leaving the soap in the bowl. That disturbs me.
But I don't understand why you'd leave it in the bowl. Why wouldn't you just flush it?
It's not a flush. It's like a sink that you sit on.
Okay, and then where does that water go?
It just goes down the drain. So you shit, you wipe your ass, and then you go over to the bidet, which is like a sink.
Yeah, yep.
And so he leaves the
so there's no flush.
But throwing this over to you, Zach, we had a lot of people who were trashing me for my response to Zach's story. But it just seems to me that why touch your asshole now?
Right, but there's soap on your hands, protecting your hand from your ass.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not.
Why do you need your asshole so clean? What are you planning to do?
Why?
It's just knowing it's clean, because I do think that how bad assholes smell. I think sometimes you're like, how are my underwear and pants all that's protecting everyone from this? You know what I mean? It's like psychological.
Back in the day before they had underwear, they used to actually get like diseases from farts.
Really?
Like if you don't cover a fart, then the shit particles are airborne.
Yeah, of course.
Which is pretty cool.
Yes. For who?
For us that wear underwear.
What's your ideal shit process then? Since this one is upsetting.
We just moved and we can't use baby wipes. I was a baby wipe-aholic.
Because you can't flush the baby wipes.
Yeah.
No good. No good. Well, you can put them in the trash can.
Yeah,
He
but
won't
there's
do
shit
that.
on them.
So?
That's my
See,
I'm not that scared of shit.
I do not like shit.
I mean, first I wipe with toilet paper, like the really
Not
gross part.
Yeah, you go for the hazmat.
That goes in the
first
that's
wipes are not
toilet
good.
paper, and you flush that. But
agree.
then I do wipe.
See, here's where me and you are kind of in a different realm of existence, because my first wipes are like Chernobyl. But then like the back 5 to 10 are still like a what was
How
the
many?
name?
Whoa.
What was the name of the Japanese reactor that got
Fukushima?
Yeah, the backfire of Fukushima.
How? Okay, this is starting to make sense to me. Why are your shits so fucking leaky?
Good question.
Because I'm Jewish.
That's not why. Don't do that.
Because I'm European Jew.
What do you eat? I think if your shits are more
what do you
solid.
eat?
Well,
That's lots of salsa and like Mexican food.
I don't. When I wipe my shit, there's hardly anything on it.
Really?
Well,
Hardly
what do you eat
anything.
during the day?
But
What's
do
your
you
tip-
take Metamucil?
No.
Oh, because since I've taken Metamucil, I'm like that. There's
Look,
hardly
changer.
anything.
Some people
Yeah.
have clean sheets.
Shits. Your sheets are not clean. It doesn't seem like.
Some people don't. I don't know what to say. I'm a big, gnarly guy. I like to eat.
Where
I
are
like
you on
salsa,
fruits and
spice-
vegetables?
I like them.
Yeah.
He
Eating
doesn't
them?
eat a lot of veg. Well, you do eat salads actually.
I eat salads. I like fruit. I mean, I used to eat a lot of meat.
You ever
I stopped.
taken digestive enzymes?
Is that like, do you mean like Flaming Hot Cheetos? or-
It kind of just like helps digest the food a little bit. I think if your shits weren't so viscous, maybe the wiping wouldn't be such a saga.
But I like
Definitely.
viscous.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
like viscous?
I like the word. I don't
Yes,
know what
good
You don't
word.
like the shit viscous.
No.
You want that solid.
Yeah, I think we need to get your shits more solid. I think
Well, I
that's
went vegetarian, but I think the bidet is
I
great.
think that
it's like
doesn't help.
It really
to
is
get
a
you
power
more
wash.
solid, right?
yeah. But then
Vegetarian.
how do you dry it with a towel?
There's just a towel, but the shit's gone. That's
But
what
then
you gotta
you've
understand.
wiped your ass with a towel that's hanging.
Not my ass.
Sorry.
This is what I miss.
Asshole.
Not my asshole. Just my thighs, because they get wet from the bidet, and I just wipe the water off my thighs.
So how do you dry your asshole?
It's a little
You
damp.
don't. It sounds like.
That's what breeds bacteria. You don't want to keep your asshole damp.
Well, nobody's eating out my asshole. You know what I mean?
Well, that's probably why.
Well, I'll take no, but if
She might
if
if you would
somebody
fucking
wants
dry
to,
it off.
if somebody wants to eat my
What choice
asshole,
does she
I clean
have?
it out when I shower.
She doesn't want to eat that like
Nobody's
Cheeto
look,
swamp.
Nobody's eating out ass post shit anyway. I don't care if you
Everything we're always post shit.
Also,
Just depends on the
trust
amount of
me,
time.
There is nothing good about my asshole.
Okay, you wash your ass in a bidet.
My
then
asshole
only-
sounds like Chewbacca, dude. And it looks like him too.
Your asshole's out there queefing left and right.
Yeah.
And then you only dry your thighs off.
Because it's not. That's where the majority of the water is.
So
It's a little wet, but it
so then you just put boxers over your wet butthole,
yes.
and then your shorts, and then does your asshole get cold?
No,
Like,
no, cold.
what if it? Why is how wet?
Cold.
So you just feel
Has
comfortable?
your asshole been cold before?
Yeah, sometimes. I lasered everything off at my
So how do you warm your asshole?
eating pad. I don't know. Yours is wet all the time. It's crying.
No, it dries
It's just
quickly.
one tear
It
going down
dries
the middle of your
quickly.
asshole.
Also, I have insulation still, a lot.
How long does it take for it to dry?
Like a couple minutes. It's not a big deal.
Why wouldn't you just dry it with a towel?
Because I don't want to put a towel on my
That's
asshole
gross.
and then hang it next to me.
Why wouldn't you just? What about washcloths? Since you only shit
want me to
twice
put
a
a
day,
white
just
cloth in my
yes,
ass?
dry it because what gets rid of the smell is getting rid of the bacteria. I dated a doctor, so I did learn this shit. I have made one good decision in my life, and it's the dead skin cells that make it stink.
You want me to scrub my ass?
I want you to scrub your asshole with a
Really?
washcloth and then put it in the.
I'm not doing that.
Why
And then
not?
hang
Why
it,
not?
And then hang
Why
it.
not? You'd rather walk around with a wet asshole?
No, it's fine. My asshole's fine. I regret bringing this up. No.
Okay.
We spend 50% of the show talking about my asshole.
Okay, so I'm walking into a hornet's nest here.
No,
I just wonder what do you
appreciate-
do with the towel? Like
Just put it in the dirty clothes.
I'm not. I hate shit streaks. I can't. If there's like
But
brown
you
on that.
you just watched it.
Yeah, but what if there's a
Watched it.
little
'cause
brown
he
on
doesn't
it?
do his own laundry.
Don't look
that
at
means
it.
that someone else is gonna have to touch that.
Okay, don't you pay them?
Yeah.
We do.
I think she stopped wearing gloves.
What shits? I mean, this is. Did you guys not grow up with dogs or something?
I did.
Really?
I didn't.
I don't like shit.
These are my
What's-
first
I don't get queasy around that stuff at all. I don't know why. I pick up dog shit with my hands. Like I don't.
No, you
I have
don't.
no
Dad,
problem with.
Hold on, stop. What did you just say?
If I have to, if I'm out in my yard
pick
and
up
there's
dog
dogs,
shit
I'll
with your
just pick
bare
it up
hand?
and throw it over the
You throw it over the fence?
all the time. I'll just wash
Do
my
you have a
hands.
neighbor's yard or is it
No,
wilderness?
don't have any neighbors on my
Okay, that's good.
around me. So I just throw
That'd be
it.
crazy if you just threw
Just
it in your
rolled it.
neighbor's
I
yard.
know. It's such a fucking power move.
Fuck you. Wow, I never heard of anyone picking
I've
up
picked
shit
it
bare
with
hand.
2 lifts when we ran out of bags.
But
Happens
if
to me a lot.
You have to do it with
I'll take a leaf off the ground and I'll just do like.
Yeah.
But I come pretty close to touching it.
But if it touched my finger, it ruined my day.
Why, you think?
Because it's shit.
Yeah, shit gets a bad rap.
Yeah. It does, of all the things that deserve a bad rap, it's shit.
It's just shit. I once stepped in shit in Vegas. I had I don't know if it's a manic break or a nervous breakdown. I'm not really sure what the difference is. But the craziest I've ever gone was in Las Vegas. I had done like 58 cities. This was maybe like 10 years ago. And I was at a casino called it's not Treasure Island. It's a super shithole. I'll think of the name of it. They have penny slots. They're known for their penny slots. Like it's like fucking Zombieland. Mm-hmm. And it was July 4th, and I went into the bathroom, and I was trying, because in Vegas, you can be inside for days and not go outside and realize you're not getting any sunlight or serotonin or human interaction. And I went down to the pool to try to I'm going to go outside, I'm going to get some fresh air, walk back into the bathroom, and when you smell, there's a certain kind of puke shit smell that makes you like an automatic gag. And I just was like out of nowhere, and I didn't know what was happening. And I was like, oh, someone puked, right? Someone puked. And then I looked down and I had stepped in human shit.
Oh, no.
And didn't miss a beat, picked up my shoe, just started washing it in the sink. And I was washing, because you have to dig it out of the crevices. So I'm just washing the shit out of the crevices. And then I was just oh my God. And then I just started hysterically crying, and I cried for 4 days.
What?
I couldn't stop crying.
Is it because you touched
I'm going to start crying right now if I start thinking about it. Something just happened where I just had been touring for so long.
Vegas.
I had been Vegas.
You had a shit break.
I just had
that place is so wrong.
Vegas really,
is a hellscape.
It really upsets me. I take on the sadness and disappointment of everyone there when I go.
That's all I see.
And the drunkenness, seeing people drunk during the day with those big tall things, it just
the big Slurpee.
The whole thing just makes me so
and they
fucking
came
sad.
They're all the way from Europe, and it's
I have to say that
for this,
you have to be a real degenerate to actually like Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Have you done that flight out that Friday at 4:00? If you fly to Vegas, it's people on the plane, groups of girls, bachelor parties. They're yelling. They're slapping the asses of the flight attendants. It's horrible.
Yeah, Vegas is a honest to God hellscape.
Yeah, Vegas the only time I've truly been
I
afraid
shit my
for my
pants in
life.
Vegas.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Where was it? It was at the Flamingo or something. The appropriate place.
Oh wait, South Point Casino. I just remembered it.
South Point. Oh, see, I've never even heard of that.
It's 10 miles off the
You
strip.
You might say that the South Point of you stepped on shit.
That's right. It is true.
I don't know. It was a stretch.
How does someone shit their pants? Do you have to be passed
sick.
out? Oh.
I had the flu and I was playing poker and I was having a good run, so I pushed it to the limit. And I was like, I got to cash out. And walking back to the hotel room, I farted, but it was a shark. And what happened was it started running down my leg.
Do you know right away it's a shark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's warm and wet, and you know that ain't right. But it started running down my leg, and I'm walking in the hallway, in the public area back to the hotel room.
Yeah.
And there's shit running down my leg, dude. It's crazy.
That's a dark moment when you're wiping the shit off.
I didn't even bother. I was just trying to play it cool.
Did you used to go a lot to Vegas?
Yeah, my parents lived there. My grandparents lived there.
Wow.
My uncle lived there. It's just.
Oh, you could have told us that after we started trashing it.
Well, they're not from there.
Oh,
they all
got it.
hate
Okay.
it. They all hate it. Don't worry about it.
They hate it too.
Did you love gambling? Or do you gamble?
I used to play a lot of poker, so that was fun, but I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like anything there anymore.
Yeah, Vegas, it's hard. It's also hard because there are so many people that go to have their big night out of their year. I mean, so many people go there, and it's sometimes I do shows there, and there's women in sequin gowns, and I'm like, this is there's so much pressure because this is one of the biggest weekends of your year, and I just cannot get out of here fast enough. It just also makes me nuts how fucking expensive it is. Everything. Yeah.
And then, the most obvious is all the people gambling and just how sad it is.
Yeah.
It's
also,
just
the smoking
there.
inside.
That's so barbaric.
It brings up some major PTSD from childhood shit. When you see someone smoking inside and you smell it, you're just like, woof.
It's crazy that used to be normal. Like I remember going to IHOP with my family, and they would say smoking or non-smoking.
Wild.
Smoking
as if there's a way
at a
to
restaurant.
keep smoke away from an area.
Yeah, I mean with kids and shit, you know? I was a kid.
My dad would always smoke inside the house. And like we would all be in the living room and he's just like, well, if you have a problem, then don't sit here. And it's like, well, this is the living room, so we have to sit here.
He said that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, we were all sitting in
I have a couple friends that smoke, and I'm kind of just like, did you not hear?
Did you? Oh.
Did you not get the memo on that?
That's true, man.
It's actually, I mean, it's also $15 now, I think. Like a pack of cigarettes, like $15. Like, oh, yeah, so you're rich. You're just rich at this point.
Dude, when I was in college, a pack of smokes cost $5.
And that was expensive, I remember.
And you've seen the warnings.
Yeah, of course.
The warning labels now.
You are going to die.
Your fetus is going to die. Your mom's going to die. And then they show photos.
Your dick is going to shrink.
Your dick is going to shrink. You're going to shit your pants.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild.
I'm like, sign me up.
But I hate, there's something about the way we're hardwired to sort of be attracted to someone who's, you know, when I see a guy smoking, I hate that it's like, oh, it's kind of hot. I hate it. I hate human nature because it's actually.
Wait, you understand that?
Yeah.
What about what?
Because we're attracted to alpha males who break the rules.
No, but you used to be like a musician with smoke and like
smoke.
Yeah, no,
music videos.
It's a totally
I don't know.
It's like a guy seeing boobs and going, huh, boobs. Same
what?
thing. Guy
Cigarette
smoking.
is boobs.
It's just breaking the law, breaking a rule.
Ela, why do you attract men?
He's getting
smoke?
You were smoking when we met.
Yeah, but what?
It's not
about
like
it? No, but what about it?
Okay.
Tell me.
I just said, I don't know, like
You
it's a look.
Cool things.
It's a look, isn't it? Like.
And if your dad smoked, the smell could have been,
I guess,
comforting.
I smoked. I thought I looked cool, like as an 18-year-old.
Let's segue, because now Ela's talking about as she wants to fuck every guy that smokes.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I feel like I started.
I didn't say that.
So here, let me segue into a new
I just
issue.
said I
feel
agree.
like you two don't fight.
We don't.
We don't.
You really don't, do you? What's the biggest fight you've had in the last year?
Over like what food are we gonna order?
That's what we always fight about. Just the other night, she really annoyed me. She goes, I know you've heard this. This is like such a trope, but it's so true with her. She goes, we're going to have to order food tonight. So now that you're vegetarian, just tell me anything you want. We'll order it. I go, okay, I want pizza or Mexican food. And then I could tell she hates those options. and then I'm like, okay, what do you want? And it's always Italian food. It's Italian. And I'm like, why don't you just say that from the beginning? I know it's like the same joke everyone says, but it's so true, Ela.
Yeah,
just
this is like a
Italian
King of Queens episode.
Yeah.
Right, I know, it's that, yeah.
You could also schedule it ahead of time. That helps me sometimes to just pre-schedule. Like on Sundays, I'll schedule what I'm going to have each night. Just so I don't have to like be in decision fatigue. Like, because when you're down to the wire and you're hungry, you're not going to make a good decision.
That's my problem.
Yeah, me too.
When I'm hungry, I'm like immediately in starvation mode because there's nothing extra in my stomach.
I have extra.
Yeah.
So I go from like 0 to 1,000 in over like 10 minutes.
And I'm hungry right now. And then I get,
And then I get in panic that we don't even know yet. And then there's delivery time. And so I'm not even going to eat for another hour.
You should eat more.
And then I need to start looking. And I just can't handle that whole process.
Me too.
I can't do it.
I get very overwhelmed and annoyed.
So that's what happens. And then I just go to the first thing that I know I like, and that's Italian. So I just, you know.
You told me to decide.
But
you didn't like what I picked.
Yeah.
You know what happened today?
Maybe stop picking Mexican food or pizza.
What else is there?
I don't know.
Pizza is Italian. How dare you?
Yeah, it's Italian.
Yeah. True.
You know what I did right now when we came to the office? We got breakfast burritos, and Ela only ate half of hers, and I stayed in the car to eat hers. She got out. She put it in the bag already, and then she got out with the dogs, and then I stayed back in the car so I could eat hers.
In a shameful way?
Yes.
Did you?
It wasn't shameful. It was just more
I think it was if you stayed in the car.
It was more well.
Eating in the car is the number one most shamey shit
it was
you can do.
Just more like I'm not ashamed. She's ashamed.
Do you want to know the darkest thing I've ever seen? One time I saw a woman in a parking lot, eating an entire birthday cake in her car.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Maybe it was her birthday.
And it, I don't think it was. And I still think about that woman.
Wow.
And if you're watching or
big?
listening, DM me.
She's probably dead.
For sure.
Yeah, she's probably passed.
For sure.
She's
dead. Oh, yeah. No, she choked on her own birthday cake vomit.
She was probably big, right?
Kind of. I used to have really weird eating shit, like really weird. So like when eating disorder, you can see eating disorder, you know? And I saw it and I was like, I know what that is. I used to like eat in my car secretly, shit like that. It really haunted me.
What kind of stuff would you eat? What was your
I
thing?
used to, when I was a teenager, I had really intense eating disorder stuff, but it was really more about control than about being thin. Like I would only eat like a couple things for like 4 months, you know?
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, like dried mangoes and like a certain kind of smoothie and a certain kind of yogurt with like rice cake. Like I just had certain foods that I could only eat and I'd eat them for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I didn't realize until way later in my life, as in like a couple years ago, that my mom was for sure anorexic because like our refrigerator just didn't have a lot of stuff in it. And I remember going to a friend's house and seeing all this stuff in a refrigerator. And I'm like, what's all this shit?
Huh.
Like, you guys are hoarders. And they're like, no, this is what a refrigerator's supposed to look like. We had like wine and like Perrier and like artichokes. Like, that's all we ever had in our fridge. And I thought that was like totally normal. But I was also like really bingy as a kid. Like, I would eat like a box of cereal. Like, I couldn't just have one bowl. I was just very like, a very emotional eater, and then the pendulum swung the other way, and then I was very controlling about what I ate, and I went through a period where I wouldn't eat. I was terrified of fat. Like I wouldn't eat any fat, to the point to where it's like if I ordered something in a restaurant and there was oil on it, I would like pat it with a napkin to try to get the oil off. Like I was just like, you know, delusional about sort of how you stay skinny and whatever. And then once I got in my early...
But was it related to being skinny too?
I think that by the time I was a teenager, it started being about being skinny. And because I think I was getting attention because people started worrying about me. And I was like, oh, this is a way to get attention. I think
you liked that people were worrying about you.
I think on some level, I would take any kind of attention at that point, you know? When people were like, are you okay? What's wrong? And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of working. And then I started doing some fit modeling. Which is when you kind of just stand there and they sew clothes on you kind of thing. So then I started like working and I was like, oh, okay, so I need to stay skinny. And then I got into modeling and started being told I wasn't skinny enough, which is crazy.
You weren't skinny
enough when I was so skinny.
Wow.
So then I sort of...
That's fucked up.
That escalated. Yeah, I had a designer tell me my ribs were too big. I was like, the fact that you could see my ribs already means this is a problem.
Dieting shrinks
I was 15.
That's crazy.
Crazy. And then when I first got to LA, I was very bingy. Like I would eat a ton of food and then I would go to the gym for like 3 hours, you know? And I think that was a big part of isolating because I was really shy and weird, and it made me like be able to not socialize.
I think I was very close to having some kind of a disorder too when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
But I somehow... I guess didn't go there all the way.
I think that, and I try to talk about this a lot, like the word eating disorder, I think people are like, oh, I don't want to have had one, or I hate that. I always just also say like disordered eating. Like I had disordered eating in this area, you know, just so it doesn't feel like it's like a big, heavy diagnosis for people. Like
just
you can
the way I used to look at myself, like I was never fat. I was pretty much like this. And I used to think that like if I was a little, like if I ate something and you could kind of see a little bit of stomach, I would feel fat.
Yeah.
So like if I was going to, if I knew that in the evening we're going out, then I would like not eat all day.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to look fat in the evening.
I did that in college. I would drink like Diet Coke all day so that I could like have pizza at night. I would try to like stockpile my...
But would you eat when you went out?
Very little.
Do you think you had disordered eating?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do, because looking back now, obviously I probably looked totally fine, you know?
I mean, totally fine. You were super, I mean, you're
right, probably skinny. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry to interrupt. We got to go to break.
Hey guys, so sorry to interrupt. This is a bummer.
Is it almost break time though, for real?
It is actually break time. We just used that sound to do it.
The story on that is Bobby Lee was here, and his father passed away recently.
I saw that.
You saw that. Yeah. So we like to.
That was funny.
Yeah. That was all Dan.
That was very funny.
So, okay, let's go. Let's throw it to a quick break, and we shall be right back with the incredible and no longer disordered eater. I think.
My 9
You
beverages.
look healthy. Whitney Cummings. Thank you. See you soon. Thank you to privacy.com/H3 for sponsoring this episode of the H3 podcast. Let me tell you about Privacy. These guys basically let you use virtual credit cards online that are directly connected to your bank account so that you don't have to put your personal information in when you buy stuff online, whether it's Amazon, Alibaba, or HentaiExpress.net. I don't know if that's a real URL. I'm not promoting them. You can protect your information. For example, our credit cards keep getting stolen because we're buying furry suits from China. And then they try to spend our money doing all kinds of crap. But with privacy.com, you create your own virtual card. And guess what? They can't steal from you anymore because it's got a limit. It works on every credit card field, except they can't steal it. You could set an expiration date. You could send a spending limit if you want to put it on like Hulu or Netflix so they can't nickel and dime you and keep that reoccurring payment getting you good. Privacy.com has got you covered. Privacy.com, currently on their free personal plan, you can create up to 12 cards a month, secure merchant locked and single-use cards, and now Privacy has just launched 2 paid versions, Pro and Teams. For Pro, you get $10. It costs $10 a month. You get access to everything that's included in the free plan, plus 1% cash back on all purchases, 36 cards a month, and more security and privacy features. Then you got Teams for those with a small business or in charge of a team, $25 a month, access to everything that's included in Pro version, plus you get a dedicated account manager, access to 60 cards a month, and transaction limits tailored to your business needs. Now, here's what it gets real juicy, guys. Head to privacy.com/H3, sign up for an account, and as a special treat, new customers will automatically get $5 for free. Did I stutter? $5 for free on your first virtual card for our fans that go to privacy.com/H3 on your first purchase for a limited time only. That's literally just free $5. So go to privacy.com/H3, sign up right now, declare that gift, and protect yourself. Garbage! Thank you to TeddyFresh.com, the hippest and coolest place to buy clothing in the world. In fact, with this holiday season coming up, I can't think of a better gift to give your loved ones, your friends, your family, and even people you don't like, because then they'll like you. For example, we just came out with some new stuff. This golden necklace is so blinged out, sold in one day. And let me tell you about this Teddy Fresh shirt. That's a teddy bear on a Tesla in space, an homage to my favorite Elon Musk of Tesla fame and so much more. This is a limited edition, beautiful, hot t-shirt that's available right now at teddyfresh.com. Just in time for the holiday season. But we got that and so much more, and stuff is selling quickly, guys. People are scooping this up. You better hurry and get on this. This shirt's sold out. But we got so much stuff. We got au revoir. We've got the bags. Let me go to bestsellers. You're not going to believe what's over here. Oh, the color block hoodie in all these crazy sizes. Natural, Barbie. You've got beanies in a trillion different colors. You know you love them. Color black hoodie. Come on, tie-dye. It's all happening. The zip-up hoodie over at Teddy Fresh. Oh, it's just too good. TeddyFresh.com. Get over there quick. TeddyFresh.com. The coolest place to buy clothes online.
Why don't you have a seat right over there?
We are back.
Okay.
Thoughts, Hila?
Let's break the mic.
Back. I feel like Jim Carrey. So we are back. Thank you, everybody, for coming back. Show of hands, how many people skipped the ad?
I like listening to ads. Am I a dork?
No, I try to make them fun.
I like it because I think that
I'm just kidding.
Good podcasters. I also just kind of like people. There's something soothing about it. It's like you get to take a little break. I get to watch someone whose personality I like. I like to see how good at reading people are. I'm not that good at reading.
Well, it takes time. You're only on episode 2.
I know, but I read my own audiobook. Like I'm good.
Reading in general.
I'm good. Just when I'm reading, when I feel like I'm under pressure, I start to psych myself out, and I'm a little dyslexic. Like I can invert words sometimes. So then I'm kind of, and then you'll watch a full spiral in some of my ad reads, because then if I fuck one thing up, then I'm beating myself up, and then I'm like, you're so dumb, you're so stupid.
Do you not ever retake? That's why I like doing it like this. So I can retake. Really bad.
Oh,
it takes the pressure off.
I did one for whatever, I can't remember the brand, but my producer almost had a heart attack because I had to do like 13 because I just like, this is just between me and myself. Everyone was like leaving. I was like, I gotta get this right.
Yeah,
that happens to me sometimes.
I think you get better at it.
I'm trying too hard.
Ethan does it, so he should really.
Well, the thing is, once you've done a copy read like 20 times, you go.
You know it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about Quip. Quip's an electric toothbrush. Whatever,
Casper.
Yeah, Casper. They abandoned us. They don't sponsor us anymore.
Why not? What happened?
I think we have beef with Casper.
I don't know what happened. What was it? We had to YouTube didn't approve that one time.
They made us do like something that violated YouTube terms of service, and the episode got pulled.
Yeah.
And we had beef with them.
What do you think it was?
They had.
They wanted us to like show a visual, right?
Me on the bed.
And then
YouTube said that was
it's like a commercial.
A commercial. Because you're not supposed to put a commercial in, because they do that. You can only endorse a product.
But they only do that if you ask them to, right? Or if you want to?
YouTube serves ads, so they don't want you competing with them.
Oh, wow.
Some weird thing about it.
So you can endorse products.
Got it. So you can read an ad, but you can't show yourself on the product, which would be too similar.
It was like with the voiceover and everything. They thought it was too much like an ad. We've got beef with Casper. So do you sell? Because don't buy Casper.
Shut up. I don't know. I don't.
Unless you're watching her show. I mean, if they want to pay me, I could
promo code Whitney, not promo code H3.
H3.
No.
Okay, let's talk about something new. If you are in a relationship, let's say, let me tell you what happened. I don't even need to be hypothetical. Dana, producer, gets an email, a fan mail. She's talking about an issue we talked about. And then at the end, she says, P.S., we have this segment called The Bachelor with a H3, and it's like a dating game. Ian, for example, was the first season of The Bachelor, our intern, and it ended in disaster.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor there for this purpose of this conversation. So she says to Dan, if you guys do season 2 of The Bachelor, I want to be a candidate because I think you're really hot. And so then I go, Dan, did you click the link?
She put a link to her Instagram.
Yeah.
And Dan has a girlfriend.
Dan has a girlfriend. So I go, Dan, you clicked the link, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, I didn't click the link. And I'm going, you definitely clicked the link to look. And then I got the email too. She emailed both of us. I said, I looked. I clicked the link and looked.
Yeah.
And then Hila starts saying, you can't look. If you're in a relationship,
it started by me
you can't look.
Because you said you don't believe Dan, and it started by me saying I believe Dan because he has a girlfriend, so he probably wouldn't look.
But it doesn't matter. And then all these guys started saying I wouldn't look, and I'm sitting here like, I feel like everybody would click that link just out of curiosity.
It was in an email?
Yeah, it was an email, an email with an inquiry, a comment on our show, and she did a P.S. I think you're hot, and here's my Instagram link.
And you clicked it?
Of course I clicked it.
How long were you on the page?
Not long.
How long?
I mean, like a minute tops, just to get. I scroll and
get an idea.
Yeah, not more than a minute.
Here's what I'll say. I've spent no more than 40 minutes with you, and I'm stunned by how in love with you he is.
Aww.
So I know it's weirding me out. I'm uncomfortable by all of this. So I think it's healthy to.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I just think that like there's always. I mean, you walk down the street, there's people everywhere. I think there's something to be said for like I keep choosing you every day, regardless of all these temptations. What a huge compliment.
I don't have much temptation. and it wasn't even written to me.
Yeah.
And by the way, I have all my DMs closed.
But it
To me,
became like a hypothetical, like what would you do?
But she said, but then she flips to me, she says, okay, if you got that email, would you look? And I said, yeah, I would look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, so just so you know, you are on the right side of history because the comments were all ride or dying me. And they said, these guys threw me under the bus. Dan is lying.
Oh, well, I don't believe any of them. I don't believe any of them. Here's what when someone says something somewhat untoward, I'm always on their side immediately because I know they're telling the truth. At least you can engage with the truth. You can't engage with these motherfuckers that are lying to you. So I already, to me, the fact that you looked, if that's a point against you, the fact that you admitted you did, now you're even. You know what I mean? So what
Honesty,
I like about it is moving forward, if you did do anything sketchy, I do feel like you'd be honest about it. You don't need to sleep at night wondering.
No, I don't.
knows
I
wouldn't.
I don't.
And by the way, my DMs are closed.
We're very confident, in each other, and I'm not accusing
But you
him
got
of anything.
upset at me.
But it just became like this
You got mad at me.
hypothetical that I was
Okay, but
surprised
would
that we
you look?
didn't agree on. But
I don't even look at emails, so I don't really know. I don't. This whole thing feels odd to me that you finished an email. So let's say on my show that someone sent an email saying, "Hey, here's a dude for your assistant or something," would I have looked at it?
no, if it was directed at you, if the guy was
Well,
like,
let's
"I
start
think
there.
you're really hot,"
Let's start there.
I do it constantly. I go through all my DMs. I look at every dick
you
pic
do?
I
Oh, you
get.
do?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, well, there she looks at dick pics.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But but I also want to write jokes about it. I mean, I'll have 900
so it's like
defenses about
material.
it. If the guy I'm with was looking at a photo of a girl,
DMing him.
But first of all, it's not just a random guy. The situation is different. I'm a mega famous
fair.
influencer. I am a mega famous podcast host, comedian.
Correct.
All
around wet
sexiest
asshole
man.
guy.
Who wants? John Legend recently won Sexiest Man Alive.
I'll tell you what.
A lot of people were upset about that.
I'll tell you what. I saw the comments. Everyone 100% agreed with Ethan.
Thank you.
And I had time to think about it.
You're
and
reneging.
I am not.
Does that seem racist?
I'm not like a religion person that will not take back what they said.
Dogmatic.
I am like a scientist that is willing to learn and change their mind.
Okay.
So I am willing to say it both ways.
Do you want to look at dick pics?
But now I'm on your side because
What?
I think fuck you. Now I'm no.
What the hell did I do?
I'm kidding. No, but I don't think there's such a thing as a right or wrong in emotions.
Yeah, I think
emotions
it's just
are
emotional
emotions.
thing for me.
And being
Shit.
and
Coffee,
and what a fucking how dare you not be flattered that this queen gives a shit.
I was.
Take the compliment and move on.
I'm happy.
Thank
but
your
it's a
lucky
debate.
stars that she gives a shit.
Okay.
That you clicked a link.
Okay, I'm glad. I am glad by that.
Okay.
You know.
But so how many do you get a lot of
Thank
dick
you.
pics? Like what percentage of your DMs are dick pics?
I get a wild amount of dick pics. I'm just shocked. I've never seen anything.
Does it ever work or
What
not
is
work?
it?
But like because it's such a strange thing. I've never sent a dick pic in my life. I think
I've
I'm
never
too old.
received one.
Or I've never been in this position to send a dick pic. So is there any?
I love getting dick pics because I love home decor. And I love seeing what's in the background.
The background.
It's basically because my dream would be that people just sent me photos of their bedroom because I love seeing people's choice, especially guys, especially guys' bathrooms. I love guys' bathrooms.
That's so
I
fun.
love because you'd see products you haven't seen in years.
So do you ever
It's
respond?
like Irish Spring.
Do you ever respond with like, what is that soap?
I always, it's like, where's Waldo? Of like, where's the sliver of Irish Spring? Because every guy has some weird fucking bar soap. I just love looking at
Wow.
guys' shit. So
It's
I've
like
been,
nostalgic almost.
it is. It really is a walk down memory lane. I love dick pics. The new genre of dick pic I've been getting lately is a guy sitting on the toilet holding his dick.
Come on. But what's
On
the
the
purpose
toilet?
of that?
I don't know.
Are they gratifying that? I mean, are
I
they?
don't know if they're shitting.
Yes, they're
Is
definitely
is
shitting.
it like
Really?
I feel even
show
weird
you one.
asking, but at what position is it? Like, is it at?
It's probably from their eyes, right? Their eye level.
It's from here down. And
really? So you see the toilet?
Well, yeah. You see the toilet, and then you see their pants around their ankles. And I think,
what?
But there's a big psychology in-depth of field with dick pics where you try to put objects next to it to give it like
to make it look bigger?
something to compare it to. So I think it's guys' feet. They're trying to make their feet further away so their dick looks bigger. You know what I mean? Someone was trying to explain. I think it was Swartzen was trying to explain.
I would never
this to
send
me.
a dick pic.
So they never show their face?
I don't get a lot of no, because you can't really get your dick and your face in the same photo.
Now that's a
Can you?
challenge. Now I challenge. Well, I'm not
I never
encouraging
tried.
people to. I'm going to do that. That's my challenge for you. I'm going to send you a dick pic with my face in it.
I want to find you some good ones because I actually have some good ones. I do get a lot of dick pics. A lot of times guys like to hold their dicks in the dick pic. I got one of a guy jerking off in a dressing room.
What?
And then
What are they going? You know who would love this? Whitney would love this right now.
I think it's kind of I don't know if it's like a power move or if it's like to try to upset me because I don't think it's a come get this dick. I think it's like
Especially on the toilet.
here's my dick. But
You think it's done out of almost anger, resentment?
I think so. I think
Because if you're on a toilet, you're not trying to turn anyone on.
Do you have-
either.
it's a weird opener otherwise, isn't it? It's a weird way to ingratiate yourself to
I
somebody.
thought it was an opener.
Or I
It's
don't
not.
I don't understand the psychology of the dick pic. The only way that I can understand it is if you're in a relationship and you're trying to turn her on, but my dick never turned anyone on.
This is my favorite one of all time.
Wait, don't show it. Nobody show it.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm just showing it.
So it's a guy taking a picture of himself in the mirror, but then there's a girl behind him.
Oh, there's no dick here.
I know,
There's
but
a girl hiding.
it's a photo of a guy naked. There's a girl behind him holding her dick. His dick. Sorry.
He just sent that to you?
And he sent that to me.
So
and
what?
Did you respond?
No, I just screen grab it and just show it to
Are they
everybody.
inviting you to join?
I
Like
don't
what?
know.
Because that one's trying to be provocative, I
I
think.
think so too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still don't know the psychology of the dick pic because I've never seen a dick without seeing the head or the personality attachment. Like, I gotta get that dick in me.
That's what guys don't understand. You know what's funny? I think only guys want dick like that. Because you
That's
have to like dick.
interesting.
You have to want dick to send a dick pic.
Nah. Sex
You have
to
to-
me is not good. The dick is
It's
not
not-
100% of what
yeah.
sex is. For
Right.
me, it's mostly emotional.
That's what
Yeah,
I think.
that's most. Yeah.
Most-
Not
most
sociopaths.
women would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But like, I think guys are the ones that are obsessed with dick. And to send a dick pic, it's almost the gayest thing in the world. Because
Yeah.
that's saying, my dick is so awesome. I love cock.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That
interesting.
you're going to love this cock. Like I
Yeah.
love cock.
Huh.
So if you send a dick pic, you might be gay.
But I guess there's also as a guy, if you have a great dick and no
You
one
wanna
knows
show
about it,
off.
that's probably hard to go through life like that.
I think because there's guys who are just like, you're all just hanging out and all of a sudden he's talking about his dick. It's like, oh, I get it. You have nothing else going on in your life. But there's some guys like that. If you have a big dick, you need, right. It's like you've got this.
But I guess it's like a girl with big
Boobs.
Big
but-
ass.
but
It
she get-
is.
She get to show it, and
The guy doesn't
girls,
get to show it.
I definitely like my girlfriends and I definitely show each other our boobs and stuff. You guys
No,
can't
but
really
like
do
on
that.
display. You walk around with the cleavage out. Not you. I'm saying girls with nice
you
cleavage.
could if you wanted.
A lot of girls have that
Yes,
opportunity.
yes, that's right. You can show it off even if you're not fully showing it off.
Yeah.
But guys can't. We were talking. You can't show ball cleavage. You
No.
can't show dick cleavage.
You can.
I don't think
you
legally.
might get shadow
Yeah, I
banned.
don't think legally. You
But
can.
do you think
Not on public.
Do you guys though? If you have a big dick, you can't show your friends, you can't show anyone. It's like only the people you have
Right.
sex with can see it. So there must be an urge to just be like, can I
Yes,
tell someone
yes.
about my fucking awesome dick?
Yeah.
And then they send it to you.
Is it weird when your guy friends talk to you about it?
I don't like that conversation.
Do you do lots of like guys' nights, like guys' hangs?
No.
Does zero.
I don't have friends.
Really?
I'm married with a kid.
Yeah, but do you have like mutual friends?
Yes.
Yeah, we have mutual.
Okay.
We our closest friends are the ones with kids now.
That happens.
But I've never been much of a guy talk guy. I was always maybe uncomfortable when guys come and start talking about their sex life or their cock or whatever. I don't respond well to that.
Yeah.
I think it's because my dad is a creep and I've always rebelled against creepy men because it's always something that revolted me that I disliked about my own father.
Yeah. That's very self-aware.
Thank you.
But I do also think that I would imagine a lot of that talk is stemmed from insecurity anyway. So sometimes I try to have compassion, like when my guy friends like
definitely
do that. I kind of am like, ugh, I want to call you a creep, but also I know that the origin of this is insecurity. So
they just want to feel nice.
I probably need to just give you a hug, but you're being a creep. I don't know what to do. That's
funny. That's true. That is true. It definitely is.
It's taken me so long to realize that most of the things that I don't like about people comes from them not liking themselves.
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
So it's just like this vicious cycle.
Yeah,
that's very true.
You seem like you work on yourself.
Yeah, I go through phases of hating myself and loathing myself.
Because the two speeds.
Those are my two speeds.
Why would you do either?
You don't
hate myself or loathe myself. It depends. I mean, that's a longer conversation, but I've worked really hard to not think like that and not see myself the way I thought my parents saw me based on the amount of attention I got or whatever. I can be disappointed in myself, but I try to not just have my default be I hate myself. I remember Ron Funches, actually. I don't know if you guys know Ron. Really funny.
Like his last name.
Comic. Yeah, he's really funny. And he said something to me that kind of changed my life. In my Instagram captions, I'm usually self-deprecating because of, I have my self-esteem is hanging by a thread. And I said something about I had to get Invisalign because I have this one fucked up tooth and I had braces, but I couldn't afford to keep them on, so they came off early. It was this whole thing. And I had some picture I uploaded and I said, oh, at this angle you can see my fucked up tooth or something. And he was like, a lot of women that I know that follow you say that when you self-deprecate, it makes them feel bad because they're like, well, if she doesn't like herself, then why? Like, now I have no permission to like, it was just kind of this thing that I just sort of realized that like projecting that, if I don't like myself or if I'm going to have self-esteem issues, I'm going to try to just like keep it to myself because I might be setting a bad example or something. So I started.
That's a lot of responsibility.
It's a lot of pressure.
I'm not sure I agree with that comment.
Yeah. I mean,
especially on Instagram where everybody's photoshopping to make themselves look way better.
Yeah.
I think people are refreshed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with Ron Funk.
He's I just think for me, like when I
personally find it like when I see someone who's like posting this like all positive vibe post, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm just
neither do I. I just feel like being honest, but I think to just try to self-deprecate for no reason without kind of trying to grow or fix it or put it in perspective. I'm trying to break that habit of I hate myself. I'm such a disaster. It's like I have been a disaster and I made a lot of progress. So sometimes I just need to like update my software.
I feel you.
In terms of how I perceive myself. Because it is like a crutch for me to lean on to like go to that.
That makes sense.
Kind of thing.
That makes sense to me. A problem I have is not accepting compliments. And that's really annoying because when you're trying to give someone a compliment and they just won't accept it, it's like, just take the fucking compliment.
Now I have to argue with you about the compliment. Now I take it back. I don't even mean it now that you've rejected it.
Now we all feel bad.
I know. Sarah Silverman once tried to give me a compliment and I was like, no, and she goes, say thank you. And I was like, oh my God, that's such a good idea. I should just say thank you. And if I can't, just act like I'm the kind of person who can. Receiving gifts is really hard for me.
Really? Gifts?
Receiving gifts. It's really hard for me if someone gives me a gift to like open it in front of them because I feel pressure to like receive it in a way that's going to make them happy.
I usually don't like gifts I get.
Really?
Because they usually suck.
Really? Why are you looking at her?
No,
You looking at me?
No, I wasn't. No.
What's a good gift you've gotten? I ask this on my podcast.
I don't like gifts.
Really?
I say no gifts.
Why?
It's too much pressure. You got pressure to give. You got pressure to receive.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Let's not get.
And what if I don't get you something as good as you got me, or vice versa, or you get me a shitty one?
I feel like.
And then you got to plot.
What do you do for holidays?
I have a problem with that though, because I feel like both sides end up taking the lazy way out.
Yep.
No gifts.
Love it.
And then I see my parents 50 years later. And then my mom is like, you never bought me anything. And I never
come
got
on. That's
anything.
not us.
Well, that generation, gifts are currency. They mean love. Like, I feel like we're the first generation that's kind of changing the way.
That's not true, Ela.
But what do you do with gifts?
We just buy each other shit.
Has he given you something good?
Well,
The problem is,
if we want anything, we just buy it.
we share
That's
everything, right? There's no separation. There's no way to even surprise her.
Yeah, there's like no surprise.
There's literally no way to surprise her. We have one car. We got one Amazon account.
Yeah.
We got one bank account. How the hell am I going to buy her a gift?
I'm big on framed photos.
That is sweet.
You could take a photo of your kid she's never seen.
I'll take a photo of my dick on a toilet and frame it.
The bidet is probably the biggest gift to her. You using it is probably the biggest gift to her.
Yeah, she's going to eat my house out one day.
What do you guys do for holidays?
What do we do? We don't
Nothing.
even know that there was a holiday.
Do you do present? You don't do presents?
Nah, we'll do something together. Like
Or
we'll
like
go.
a trip. That's a good
we'll
gift.
go on a trip. Like on these
Yeah.
holidays, we're going to go on a trip with our son.
Okay.
Who's 5 months old.
I mean, we've gone shopping together.
Yeah,
like
take her
on my
shopping,
birthday,
get shoes.
we went shopping together, and like
you
I
pick
got
it
the,
out.
Yeah, I got the expensive shoes, and
Yeah?
and I'm like, I don't know if I should buy it. And Ethan's like, you should.
It's your birthday. Yeah. Okay. So he's there giving you like the gift is the confidence
Yeah.
to be able to do it and not feel guilty about
Yeah.
it. Where was your last trip? I won't ask about your future one.
Where was our last one?
Last trip.
We went to Mexico. Was that our last trip?
Our
I hate
last trip
Mexico
was a
now.
while ago.
Yeah, your asshole is
Oh, we
not
went
cut
to
out for
Santa
Mexico.
Cruz, I think. Santa Cruz was
That's
probably
true.
the last one.
Oh yeah, Santa Cruz. We like Santa Cruz.
Ooh, that's nice.
Just a little road trip.
Yeah.
We don't do much fun stuff. We have work.
We
We
work
have a
a
lot
lot.
of work.
Yeah.
And now we got a baby. That makes things even worse. There's not much going on. It sounds pretty sad.
No, it doesn't sound
now
bad.
I analyze it
You
here
two
with
seem
you.
very happy together. I'm just trying to find a little
Help.
snag here, and
Come
I don't
on.
see one.
What do you got? What's the snack?
I really see I see no disagreements. I see no passive
Hila.
aggression. I see no resentments.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Should I buy a vintage car? That's our latest disagreement. Ethan doesn't think I should.
It's not because I don't want to spend the money and I don't want her to have it. I know
Mm-hmm.
that it's just going to sit in the garage. It's a pain in the ass to upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to
And
turn
I
into a whole
secretly
fucking
kind of
headache.
know that he's right. Which
Yeah,
is,
it's-
if I was 100% on getting it, I would. But
And I would support you.
Yes.
I says, if you want it, go. I know you're going to regret it.
And I kind of know that he's right,
Right,
but I
you see.
still want it.
I have a couple questions. Are you going to want to drive it every day?
Yes.
How much is it?
She doesn't even drive that much.
Probably not expensive.
Yeah.
It's like probably less than 20 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how important is it to you?
I just feel like I'm bored with like the black normal car. I just want like to see a little pop of color.
You're not gonna like my answer to this, so I should.
Go ahead. No,
I think you should fucking get it.
Okay.
I think you guys work your asses off, and you're a mom, and you deserve it. I grew up with no money, and now that I have it, I still live in this scarcity place of
too.
but it's just gonna. I do that. I get very practical, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Life is short. I've worked my ass off. If I want, I'll get it, and if it starts being a problem, get rid of it. But I feel like in the amount of time you're spending deliberating about it, you could have just gotten it,
Yeah.
and either it gone right or wrong. And even if it is kind of a hassle and sits in the garage, if it makes you happy,
Yeah.
I don't see why not. If it starts becoming a problem, then you'll just get rid of it.
I didn't like her answer.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm big
I'm
on
totally kidding.
I like to
Christmas
be
gift.
I've always been so premeditated about things.
Yes.
And
we are like that. We are both. We didn't have money, so we're both.
I
like,
have a scarcity complex, and
Yeah.
I'm just sort of, if it's about, you work your ass off and I feel like you earned it, and it seems like you don't really go on that many vacations and you just had a kid.
Is it going to be convertible?
It might be.
You should get
It's
a
gonna be
convertible.
a 2-seat, so no,
only
no
two
baby
seats?
in
No
the car.
kids.
And also, if it doesn't work out,
Cool.
you can put it in a
It's just for me
garage.
and you.
Are you going to get matching glasses?
That's a
color?
good idea.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
know?
idea.
You can, you can always put it in a garage somewhere else if it starts to annoy you, or it can just sit in the garage.
It
Who gives
already
a shit?
annoys me.
Yeah, I know.
But that's my problem. I need you to be 100% on the same page with me.
I'm in.
Okay.
What?
You're not all in, so
She's
Yeah.
hesitant. She says she agrees with me.
But she might not agree with you because she's worried you won't be supportive.
No,
Yeah,
that's not
maybe.
true.
You know
What? You think I want to be supportive?
No, because I don't want it to, like, a day after I get it, it's a nightmare, and then you're like, I told you so.
No, I won't say that.
There's no version of a vintage car being a nightmare.
Yes, there
Right.
is.
No,
Have you ever
there
owned one?
isn't. No. Yes, what did I say?
Have you
I
ever
lived in
owned
Virginia
one?
for a long time, and we had they weren't vintage; they were old. We were poor.
Right.
What's the difference between vintage
different.
and old?
There's a big difference because hers is from like the 60s.
I grew up in Virginia and Texas.
Maybe it won't be that old.
So maybe
it's not cool if
what's
it's
your
not.
definition of vintage?
I don't even know.
60s,
just not a
50s.
current car.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, everything from the 70s beyond sucks. And I say that as someone that knows nothing about
But I'm
cars.
not sure that I even
What
want
about
it to
like
be
a
that
vintage
old.
Porsche or something
Ooh,
that still
like
works?
Spicy.
I don't know.
Like
I
that.
saw
I
like,
just was watching like Jerry Seinfeld has a bunch of old
I know.
cars.
Yeah, I love it.
You know, but like maybe
Yeah,
one
he's a billionaire.
Yeah, I was gonna say-
He has like people that like take care of it. He
Like,
doesn't even.
yeah.
that's right. He has a staff of people.
Like, how old do you think this car is?
Oh wow. This is like 50s or 40s.
okay.
This
Yeah.
there's like no seatbelts in this.
If you crash in that, it explodes.
No.
You die.
This is what men
That's
used
what
to
she's
beat
talking
their
about.
children in.
That's-
no,
you see,
there's
that's
an
what she wants.
ashtray in this.
That's what you want.
You're not allowed to get one of these.
Okay, so now
I like this. What about these old BMW?
I'm okay with that.
I like the old
Let me see.
BMWs.
I'm
'cause
okay
they're
with
still,
that.
Or old Mercedes.
I
'cause
just
there's
want
still
it to
people that
look
can
like-
fix them.
right.
Those are
It's
cool.
like-
But you can get those from the late
This
80s,
car
90s.
sucks.
You can
That,
I like that.
that's an old Mercedes.
that
but
just looks like a dumb car.
But you
Sorry.
can get
That's
one
what I'm
in the
looking for.
90s.
A 90s?
A 90s BMW. I'm sorry, Mercedes. I conflate them. That looks older than it is.
Oh, this one is 45 grand.
Oh yeah.
used?
I think if they work, they're going to start being more expensive.
Right.
Where were you looking? Like Craigslist?
I just looked on Google
This
Images.
car's sick. I'll drive that.
That's incredible.
But that's probably like 100,000 or more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the price.
You
I think
see?
finding one that actually works, then seeing how much money it is. I think that's going to be what
Okay.
helps you decide.
Do some more research.
Yeah, it's fun to just look at old cars. Who else is good with old cars that we know? I know a lot of people that are really good at old watches, but we must know someone that's good with old cars. Rogan has a bunch of cars. Leno has a bunch of cars.
Leno, I think, has a really old car.
Yeah. he
Leno has
tons.
like he's known for his
he has
cars.
two
Even as a TV
airplane
show.
hangars. Yeah, I've been to his garage with all the old cars,
Oh.
and it's not just old cars. I mean, he's got like steam engine cars.
And
Oh
he
my
has like an old
God.
electric car. So
Yes,
it's so cool.
You should go there. It's so fucking awesome. And then he's got a lot of cars that are there, and you're like, why is this there? Because it was like the first Mazda Miata off of
Wow,
the
so
assembly
it's
line.
almost like a
He has like the
museum.
first.
Collectibles.
Yeah, he has like the first
That's
of
Jay
every
Leno
car.
money. What's Jay Leno worth?
Oh wow. I mean, I
I'll
don't think
tell
he's
you.
ever touched his talk show money. They say.
Jay Leno
He-
net
he
worth.
just only
really?
yeah, because he makes so much money off of corporates.
400
Really?
milli.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, baby.
Saves money on clothes. Only wears denim tuxedos.
Canadian tuxedos.
Canadian? What did I say? Denim tuxedo.
Denim.
Oh yeah. Why is that the Canadian tuxedo?
I don't know why. Is that? I agree. That's almost. It's unfair to the sweet Canadians, but maybe they just love denim.
People clown on Leno, but he has always been so kind and so nice.
Howard hates Leno,
Yes, they have a big.
but I haven't really
Rift.
followed that.
But he's always really nice. After my special came out, he called me
Oh,
Wow.
that
to
is
like
sweet.
say how funny it was. Like he didn't have to do that. I thought it was really nice.
That is
And
Can
then
we
he wanted
talk a little bit about your special, by the way?
Sure.
So I have to tell you the one joke about gold diggers was, I don't know why I loved it so much, but and not that I don't know why, but I mean I don't know why that one specifically. I
You know
loved so
what I
much.
thought was clever about it?
Yeah.
If I can interrupt you, if I can
Mansplain.
mansplain you. Why don't you finish so I'm not mansplaining?
No, I don't
Yeah,
care.
Okay.
I don't have anything that important to say.
Okay.
You guys are so cute together.
Do you want to get Carl's Jr. and Beyond Burger on the way home?
Yes.
Have you done the Burger King Beyond Burger or only Carl's Jr.?
Yeah, I did it.
I
They're
love
all
it.
good.
Oh,
The Carl's Jr. one's
delicious.
crazy.
Have you had the Fat Burger one?
No.
Oh, the Fat Burger Impossible Burger is unreal.
Dude, I don't understand.
good.
It's like so easy to be a vegetarian now. All this Beyond
Yeah.
Meats are
In LA,
fantastic.
in
Okay.
California.
Well, that's the world.
Because I,
isn't it?
Yeah, that's all the
no,
only-
because
That's
when I was
everything.
vegetarian like 10 years ago, that was in Israel, and I had like nothing. So now it's so exciting.
They're like, what do you want?
It's
Cucumber?
like-
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, what were you going to interrupt me?
Yes.
So I
Let
think
me interrupt you. Can we get Carl's Jr.?
the gold digger prank or the gold digger joke was great because it was a kind of a fresh take. I hadn't heard that angle. You said maybe if you didn't want to be dating gold diggers, you would just not go fuck a 18-year-old. Was that the joke? I mean, obviously I did it way worse.
I mean, we may have
maybe
just
stop,
told it
stop
like way
dating
worse.
18-year-olds. date women with their own gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it that?
Yeah,
Yes.
something like that.
But then I think I actually stuttered a lot during that bit. I have a weird speech impediment that sometimes comes out. Thank you so much.
Elis Viagra.
And I stuttered during that bit, and I almost cut it because
You did?
you see, no one
I didn't
noticed
even
except
notice.
me, and I
Yeah.
was like
But
magnifying
thank
it
God
in
you
my
didn't cut it.
And then there was the whole thing about you guys are gold diggers. You took all the gold, or
Yeah.
You already took all
Yeah.
the
when
gold.
when
Yes,
you went
which
west
was
and did it
also-
before we were allowed
You're
to leave
literally
the house.
gold diggers.
Literally gold diggers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Before women were allowed to leave the house. I'd love to
Yes.
go get gold myself, but
Yeah.
you guys took it all.
Yeah, that's a good joke too. You are literally a gold digger.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. With the
Well, that kind of led me into so on YouTube, there's something really popular called gold digger pranks that have always pissed me off to
Really?
no end. They're all
Have you
fake,
ever
by the
seen
way.
any?
no.
So let me show
Oh
you
my
this.
God.
Which, by the way, I'm very pro gold digger. I do what you got to do.
Well, here I am.
I wish I
too.
was smart enough to be a
Look,
gold digger.
It's an exchange. It's like
Yeah.
you want an attractive
you
young
use
girl.
me for my body and I use you for your
Exactly.
money.
So now, here, watch this, and then you tell me what
Look
your
at
reaction
look
is.
at the views.
Now before now,
Jesus.
47 million views. Now let me just explain some things to you.
There's probably
Overwhelming
like a
support.
million of them, and they all have like 40 to 60 million views.
And I'm also going to tell you something. I just feel like there's a stigma against women that date men that have money or power. First of all, we're wired to fucking do that. That's just evolution and human nature 101. But I've had men gold dig me before. You know,
Right.
it's male gold diggers are everywhere too, and nobody talks about that.
Oh, you had another good joke about that. You said there's a name for the male gold digger. It's the
Backup dancers.
backup dancer.
No one says
so
something when some
funny.
fucking backup dancer dates Britney Spears.
Yeah.
They're like, well, they must be really in love.
Yeah.
No, he's fucking using her.
Right. That's very true. And she knows that. She got some dancer cock. No?
Maybe.
Oh, well, but maybe so.
Maybe.
Okay, well, fair enough. But regardless, so what you said is true. They're using each other. Now, this is where it goes haywire.
Oh, God.
And everyone think it's fake, by the way. And all the comments are like, yeah, fuck that bitch. You'll see what I mean.
It's presented
What's up,
as
cutie?
real.
What's up, cutie?
What's going on?
Not too much.
Hey, I was looking at you and I thought you were really pretty and I wanted to get your number. Is that too much to ask for, or
You know,
let's go out to dinner?
I usually go out to dinner with people
Oh yeah, who you go to dinner? By yourself?
sometimes.
Defensive
Oh
already.
wow. That's I don't usually ask twice, but you sure you don't want to go out with me?
Your car?
Yeah, it's my car. Why?
Well, I might be able to go out to dinner with you.
I don't think
You
it's
might.
real.
It's
It's not.
fake. It's 100%
It's
fake.
absolutely not real.
But the message you'll see is what I want you to react
There's
to.
what?
It's
There's
fake.
a bar
Yeah.
down the street.
Oh, now you want to. Too bad. I don't like gold diggers.
I just like young girls that I just saw and I like their looks. And that's all I know about them.
Peace!
People worship this guy for that. They think it's so epic.
What a tool.
Right?
I mean, I don't feel like adults are watching this.
No.
It's
Right.
like teenage
It's young men who
boys.
are
Yeah,
like, I knew
this
all women
doesn't-
were
Yeah, I
gold
knew
diggers.
it. See? I mean, yeah, I don't really feel like this is true. I got kind of deep into the sex robot, sex doll chat room world, and there is a lot of this kind of
Black pill, incel.
Yeah, to
shit.
me, this is like how girls grow up watching like Disney movies and romantic comedies
They
that
want the
show that like
prince.
all the that's like the inverse version of that or something. Like let me
interesting.
reinforce some fantasy that's gonna be self-defeating and fuck up my relationships in the
Ah,
future. You know, that's like
interesting.
Disney movies for
I
boys.
never thought about that.
Yeah,
Or
here's
their inverse.
here's a thing that's gonna fuck up my paradigm of and help me make like a sweeping generalization about all women, or this is gonna justify the thing I already think. Oh, this is why girls won't fuck me. Now I feel better. If it makes you feel better about yourself, whatever works. We all need anesthesia.
Yeah, but then 5 years later, your name is Elliot Rodriguez, and you know what I'm saying?
So is this guy like a YouTube maker?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, okay. Okay.
YouTube maker.
I love it. Sorry. The best part of this video to me is the shirt he chose to wear.
That is
No.
so bad.
But like he was doing an
What's up,
impression of a rich
no,
guy.
he was being himself.
No.
That's just the shirt he would wear?
What's up, guys?
Here's another guy.
So I've seen these. So it's basically just they rent a nice car for the day, and
Right.
then they try to pick up a girl, and then
They come back with the car, and they can't wait to suck his dick.
Yeah. But so no one knows this is fake.
It's presented as real. Yes.
I mean,
But what if people? What if all these views are people watching it having the same conversation we're having?
No,
you don't get to 60 million views from having this kind of conversation.
It's all gold.
Yes, but there's I see. Yep.
I mean, a lot of people know it's fake, but most people are in. Like, look at the comments. Let's see.
I mean, I've never seen some.
Yeah, that's good. That guy's woke.
Is she working out and stretching on a car in the middle of the parking lot?
Well, let me show you the
Gold
first
digger.
scene because it's so.
This one is so fake.
Let me just show you the first scene. It's like the fakest.
I love
ever.
that.
Look at her. She's stretching, and it's so stupid.
Excuse me. Hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, my name is man. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Ashley.
Nice to meet you.
No one. If a woman
You
is,
get the idea.
you'd be like women don't.
Exactly.
Yeah. I would have maced that person. She literally was like, oh, hi.
Yeah.
Like, this is what, I feel like this is like kids.
Yes,
It has to be
Watching
kids.
it. Anyone who has any modicum of emotional intelligence or has been out in the world
I'm just
knows
saying, there's
no one behaves like
after you watch.
You sit so you're
Good
you're
posture.
making me want to do
Me?
this.
I have weird posture things, and I broke this shoulder, and I've started to kind of hunch. So I'm trying. I almost got that thing. A friend of mine, the comedian Neil Brennan, has told me about it. It's like a strap that you wear with a little device on the back that when you start to hunch, it chirps.
You wear that?
No, I want to get one.
Oh.
I
So
should
it's like
get that.
It's like beep, 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 and you have to just kind of like remind.
Is it? Do you find benefits of standing up straight, or is it just to look?
It's just my
presentable?
posture. Yeah, because
Definitely
I
looks
broke
better.
this shoulder. It definitely looks better, but I broke this shoulder, and if you start hunching, it'll freeze. Did you break anything? Any
No,
body problems?
I've never broken anything.
No.
Really? You're all healthy. Good for you.
One
Must be
thing
nice.
I've broken is I'm just brainstorming over here.
How was your childbirth?
It was okay. Childbirth.
Yeah. No, I don't.
I saw
You
it all.
don't.
You were there?
I watched everything. I held her leg. They made me do it.
My brother said he tried to film his wife's first.
Oh, don't do that.
And she started shitting, and
She didn't shit.
I surprisingly didn't. I was totally expecting that I would.
wow, that's
But
wild. Is that unusual?
I think it's because
I think so.
I'm a nervous pooper. So like when I get nervous, I go to the toilet like 10
you
times.
weren't nervous to have something tear through
No,
your.
she already emptied
So-
her bowels.
The whole time that I knew that it's happening,
So there's
I
nothing
was
there.
running to the toilet like
Okay, got it.
If Whitney was there, she would have just grabbed it with her
I
bare
would have
hand.
thrown it into the other ward.
Yeah.
So I think I was already empty.
Did you get drugs?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah.
There's this thing in LA where everyone's like, I did it with no drugs.
No.
It's like, okay.
I talked to Christina before, and
Oh,
she
yeah.
was like, yes, big yes to the
Yes.
drugs.
Yeah.
And
I
was
got-
like,
I would get drugs.
Great.
Yeah.
I took it, and I'm very happy I did. And I tore, so there were stitches. But other
I think
than
most people.
that,
I know a girlfriend of mine tore a total of 13 inches.
they
seems like
didn't
everything.
give me any
Oh.
details. I don't know what.
I think that it was probably a kind of bad tear because they were kind of hush-hush about it, and they were stitching you for a while.
they were stitching for a while. But
Wait, okay. So you get all stitched up, and then you don't really know what's happening, and then you just go back later and get the stitches out.
They
no,
fall out.
It falls out.
Or disintegrates or whatever. She didn't. do that.
Yeah. It's like the kind that like just
And they're inside you or outside?
both.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's
You
everywhere.
just
They were
don't wanna
stitching for
Looked like
while,
a
but-
pirate's eye in there.
Yeah, you
just didn't want to know anything.
She
of
was
what
fucked up
going
though.
on.
She had like ice up in that bitch all day, and she was
Crazy.
all it was
Lots of
crazy.
bleeding afterwards.
She had diapers on and
Did
shit.
you consider doing a cesarean, like a scheduled cesarean?
I personally, I don't think it's worth it if you don't need to.
Yeah.
Because as scary as it all sounds,
Yeah.
it's weird to say that it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, that was
weird-
That's
it's
some
weird to
Israeli
say.
shit right there.
no. I agree. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be either, and I didn't even give birth.
I've literally. Can we please do like a meme quote of you just going childbirth? It's not that bad. That's such a fucking hot take.
Yeah.
Well, your brain does get flooded with oxytocin when you give birth, which is the only reason
I think
any
I
woman.
had a pretty good case of it. I wasn't sick throughout my pregnancy.
Yeah.
I never got
You're
sick.
just like a breeder, natural
and then
born breeder.
afterwards, I pretty much went back to normal. So
yeah,
it was hard. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I was expecting like being traumatized for life afterwards.
Yeah.
I was really afraid of it. So maybe my bar was like really at like this is gonna be like the worst
I
thing
expected
ever.
something far worse too, but ultimately, you just get through it. You know,
It's just it all
was
comes
it hard
down.
on you?
it was really tough.
Well, he was there with me the whole time.
I passed a huge I had passed a huge poop in the bathroom.
Were you scared?
I wasn't. I mean, I wanted Hila to be comfortable. I knew she would be fine though.
Yeah.
Her body was adapting incredibly well to the pregnancy. When we got in there, she was already like 5 inches dilated, which is like half the way there. And it's her first baby. She was all ready to go. Your next baby's just gonna crawl out on its own.
Do you think you're gonna have another one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you
We want to have another one, and because we want Theodore is his name. We want him to have someone to play with.
Oh yeah,
So
that's cute.
Like a second dog.
Yeah. Well, you can leave him home longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, you have someone who can built-in babysitter.
Excuse me.
I hate when people do that. Oh my god. Oh,
Apologies. It's like my thing.
my god. Oh,
That was loud. Sorry. I get really loud. I thought
get
it's
so
funny.
loud.
I think it's
It's
funny, so
not.
I exaggerate it. But I think I murdered Whitney here on the podcast.
our baby.
Did I startle you?
This is how our baby reacts.
such a crazy.
Theodore doesn't like it.
No, Theodore likes it now.
No, he doesn't.
That is the most grandpa shit I have ever seen. When a
I
guy's
can't help
just like talking to you out of nowhere, just like, "Ah!" You sound like you're about to fucking puke.
It's my thing. People are charmed by it.
Oh
No.
God.
People think it's funny.
That
No.
like really scared the shit out of me.
I guess I'm not used to
That's so
scaring people.
fucking jarring.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Ah,
I'm used to
a
people
trauma
being
survivor.
worse
You can't just
I think
do
you
that.
Need to stop.
Is it like clearing? Is it clearing your throat?
Yeah.
Did you work in fucking coal mines?
No,
What are you doing?
I have a Jewish reflux disorder.
Oh, it's acid reflux? Is that what it is? You feel acid coming
You
up?
get mucus in your throat because
But does it have to be so loud?
You have you have to give someone a fucking heads up.
No, you have,
You're like,
I almost black out.
dude, it's like fucking Lorenzo's oil.
the problem is
You
that
can't.
he actually does that all day, every day at home too.
Not as loud. I try.
I do
yes,
feel
as
like
loud.
I mean, literally, I feel so close to you. I know everything about your shits. You just did that, and you just adjusted your
Oh,
dick as you moved.
Yeah, most people don't comment on that.
I mean, this is wild. I'm glad I make you so comfortable.
Yeah, well, we like to get to know each other
And what
quick.
is that? Is that just to get like
My
guys?
dick is stuck to my balls. It's like,
Uh-huh.
so I'm unsticking it.
So guys will just do one thumb. I see it all the time, and I never quite know.
I don't know
it
what
is.
they're doing, but I can speak for myself.
Okay,
The
it's
dick
stuck.
gets
Is it
stuck to the
sweaty
balls.
or the water from that you left on your butthole
It's probably
is
sweat.
sneaking up? Okay.
It's probably sweat.
Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable, so you got to de-stick it.
Okay.
What do you guys do when you grab back there? Zach and all you guys. What do you guys
I
do?
thought you
when
was
you grab?
gonna ask.
Well, you guys.
Sorry, I
Well,
could
they're
not
not
stop
on
laughing.
camera though. You're
Yeah.
on camera.
What can I do? I'm not gonna be someone else on camera. I got a dick. It gets stuck to my balls.
Can
and I
you
gotta...
not? Can
Yeah,
you
no.
not
Stick it.
like
I-
just?
I mean, she's the first person to comment on it. Is anyone else troubled by it?
I'm not trying.
People have commented on it in YouTube comments.
Oh, I've never seen them. Do you guys see
Yeah.
comments like that?
Oh,
Yeah,
where
they
you?
comment
They
on
just
that.
see you do this, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's part of your
It's not a
charm.
thumb. I'm just grabbing my dick and lifting.
Oh, I thought I saw a thumb,
Well, maybe.
like
but-
a hitchhiker thumb, just straight down.
Why don't you guys speak up? I'm asking you guys questions. You're just leaving me in the trenches
Well,
like usual.
I mean, I'm not on camera constantly. So,
Okay,
I mean,
well, I am. So
Yeah.
what do? Do you grab your balls?
if I need to, sure, yeah, why not?
Okay.
But can you not do it for the?
Can I not?
Like how
do it?
uncomfortable
Do
is
you
it?
read
how
comments?
comfortable
Do you
is
read
it?
comments? Are people troubled by it?
I don't read them regularly anymore, but I've seen it for sure.
Dan, have you seen that?
It's out there. I wouldn't say it's the most common criticism, but
What is the most
the most
common?
guy.
I'd like to see if I agree with it.
hold on, let me get my list out.
Most common criticism? I don't know. I don't think people criticize me at all.
I really
only
like
admire
your throat clearing. Can you guys, the gift you can provide me is a supercut of all of his throat clearings?
Oh, it already exists.
Oh, somebody made that.
Oh,
Hold on, I'll
really?
pull it
So
up
this
right
is like
now.
a big thing.
Let's pull it up.
Yeah, I could probably
Oh, that's so funny.
My problem is that people think it's funny because he does it on videos, but he does it at home too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it stops being
you
funny.
should be blessed.
Here we go.
Somebody went through all of it. This is 7 minutes long, by the way.
Okay.
This is very long.
The sound of fucking hell, man.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Eva's covering her ears. I mean, it's so long.
Oh, fuck.
Let's see what's going on down here.
That's so funny.
Is he going back in time? Yeah, he's going like back.
Goes back in time, yeah. To some of the earliest
So it's
videos.
chronological?
I
Wow.
believe so, yeah. Close to it.
I used to do all my videos shirtless for some reason. I thought that was funny. But I was repulsing people. You get the idea. Take
That's
7 minutes.
so funny. So this is your brand.
Yes, it's very
It's
on
a very
brand.
big part of your brand.
Yes.
And it's
Unfortunately.
acid reflux.
Yes.
Do you take something for it?
Yes.
What do you take?
Omeprazole, 20 milligrams.
Every morning.
Yep.
This is like a big thing.
People say it even like will give you Alzheimer's and shit, but I don't have a choice.
Well, because does it start to eat at your esophagus or something?
I mean,
No,
it's
it's
not
just-
good for you, right? If you have all that acid.
Yeah,
in your
that's not
throat.
good.
Yeah.
But they say that like the omeprazole can cause, I don't know. People don't really know. They just give you shit and they don't know what it does.
Yeah.
But it's
What
worth
happens
it.
if you don't take it?
Oh, it's so much worse, dude.
Oof.
I just have like constant heartburn all the time.
Oh, God.
It sucks.
Well, that's what happened in the early videos. He didn't know that he had it. And he was coughing all the time and it was real. People thought that he was just like exaggerating for the videos.
Right, right.
But it was real. And then eventually, like after a year or two only, you realize that you have
yeah.
acid reflux.
The omeprazole was a game changer.
Has
for
not
me.
been eating meat helped?
I don't know. It's only been like a week.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I've had the heartburn under control.
Yeah.
I think in general, yeah. You know, and the more I cough, the worse it gets because it starts to injure my throat and it makes me cough more.
Ooh, and you talk for a living?
I talk for a living, you know. I've got something here.
Yeah.
I put together a list of our favorite cringe videos.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I've got the gender reveal parties too, which I know you're passionate about.
Love them.
Let me give you some headlines. Let's start there. Small
I'll see
plane.
gender.
Yeah, I mean the whole premise is outrageous.
Yeah, it's child abuse.
Let me show you this one. This was a recent one that came out of Russia that I think you'll enjoy.
Russian gender reveal party. This is going to be a fucking...
Tell me what you...
Is that Russia? That looks like the Valley.
That's true, huh? I mean, I can't imagine a better way to celebrate being pregnant than breathing fumes. Getting blasted in the face with car fumes.
What a fucking moron.
And they just hang there, too, you know? She's just chilling, enjoying.
What a loser.
So she has a blindfold.
And that was it?
Yeah, now she's like, oh, it's a boy. And now I'm going to have a miscarriage for sure.
Oh, fuck. I'm pregnant with a child. I should probably inhale a bunch of chemicals.
Yeah, they say that...
It's a boy now, but it's going to be a fish when it's born.
Yeah, they say that exhaust is not...
Well, no, and
not
then
a
that
good
was like
thing.
some like food coloring or something.
Yeah.
I love the idea that it's like, hey, you're about to provide the gift of life. Can you go squat behind our car?
Yeah.
Is it park? Like what? I mean, what if you just fucking
not
put in
sure.
reverse?
Right.
I don't want this fucking
God.
baby.
Yeah, I mean, in
If
Russia,
it's a
you
girl,
could do
you
stuff
hit
like
reverse.
Romance. That's romance.
Did you hear about the gender reveal that started a 47,000-acre wildfire?
I did.
Have you seen the video?
No.
Here's the
I
video of it
haven't.
starting. Fantastic.
This is
stuff.
wild.
Arizona gender reveal party turns into a blaze.
Oh, what an asshole.
I mean, dude, you could have figured. Look at all the breath. 47,000 acres.
Oh my gosh. What
So
human garbage.
Was it a boy, though? It was a boy, right?
You got Jesus.
It was a boy, so we know at least.
Okay, well,
I think it was Blue Smoke. Yeah, it was a boy.
I
But-
mean,
I mean,
they had to pay $8.2 million. Did you guys know the gender of your kid before it was born?
yes.
How was it revealed?
Ultrasound.
A
Yeah.
fucking
Isn't that that's
machine?
a gender reveal?
I don't understand why. Aren't there enough surprises in childbirth that you need to add surprises?
So also in Israel, it's not a thing. So I was really shocked when I first started.
the concept of
seeing,
revealing a gender?
People started asking us like, "Do you have a plan for the gender reveal?" And I was like, "What are you
a
talking
text
about?"
message is
Yeah.
my plan.
Yeah.
I think that we have to remember, though, like, I always forget that most people don't get to have big, like, parties and celebrations and attention. And I think Instagram has made it that people are trying to do stunty
need more
things.
events.
That's right. That will
Yeah.
get them Facebook. Like we get a lot of
Yeah.
attention. I think most people don't. And I think prankster
Interesting.
culture has made people go, like, I got to do
That's a good
crazy
point.
things to get likes on Instagram if I'm
Yeah.
just kind of a boring person.
Go viral.
Yeah,
For a minute.
I think everyone's kind of trying to get their moment,
That's a good point, you know.
and shit's catching on
You know what
fire.
I think about?
What?
If you're ISIS and you want to terrorize America,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you just come to California during this fire season and just throw some matches here and there?
Yeah.
Like that's the
So-
best way to cause terrorism to this country right
It's
now.
it already happened in Israel, so they would if they were here.
Why are they? I mean, don't they have cells
just
and shit?
you're just not under attack every day like in
I
Israel.
thought they had cells. I thought they were slicker.
I just talked to the guy that does Apple podcasts or that whatever, and I was asking him all these questions, and he said ISIS had a podcast and tried to upload it to Apple Podcasts.
That's awesome.
Like, I would love for them have to be like ISIS podcast brought to you by the Cash App.
Brought to you by exactly.
Casper.
Yeah, Casper,
I just was like, they recorded
the
a
number one
podcast.
bed of jihad.
Yeah, they were.
I wonder what's the name of it.
I don't
the
know.
47 virgins.
Lots of questions. Vanilla
47?
ISIS.
I don't know how many virgins do they get.
72.
Oh wow!
Each one gets 72
They get
virgins?
72.
When, if they bomb something?
I
You
think
know they
it's
get
72.
you know
Did
they
I
get
make it
bored
up?
though, and with eternity, that's way too much time. Like
Yeah.
you.
Why does nobody know that virgins?
Yeah, it's
virgins,
72.
Virgins probably aren't that good at sex.
Yeah, but that's what they like. They want them to suffer. I think
Oh.
they're like, I just want
Yeah.
a nut, and I want you to suffer.
Got it. I want to like cause pain to you.
Right.
Okay. Copy that. 72 is such an odd number. Sounds
There was
exhausting.
There's probably like I know like in Judaism
72
some
people
numbers
in,
are like good luck kind of thing.
No,
like
I think there was
18, so I don't
72
know.
women in Muhammad's harem.
Mm-hmm.
I just made that up. I'll probably gonna get death threats for that joke.
Is this
anyway,
another one?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of death threats? What they say is that death threats,
Kind of.
someone who's actually going to kill you doesn't give you a heads up,
Yeah, exactly.
which is even scarier.
Yeah, they just show up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put secure my house more, and the alarm guy's like, "Look, if somebody's here to harm your family, they're gonna
They're going to do it. You got to get a real dog, I think.
Well, I
Not
have
that
a
your dogs
shotgun.
aren't real. A full shot. Do you know how to use it?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
it's loaded. It's in a gun safe, and basically,
And you know
it's
they
a
come.
semi-automatic. 7 shots, no reloading.
Oh, that's hardcore.
John Wick style.
Good. Have you done training and practicing?
Yes,
Too long of a pause.
I've shot it. I know how. I know
Good.
what's up.
You know how to use it. Do you know how to use it?
Hila kills with her hands.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you shooting a shotgun like boom, 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 boom.
There's a video of it,
Oh, if you're shooting it, good.
just to let everyone know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just saying that did happen as a terror attack, fires.
Yeah, they should outsource that to America. I'm just saying, I don't want it to happen, but it's
Yeah.
really good. Like if I was like a
Will you
terrorist,
stop giving ISIS
I
hot
know.
tips
Yeah,
on how to
I know.
terrorize
Yeah.
us?
I know. I shouldn't, but I'm captivated by it.
Yeah, I feel like they're planning something probably a little more
Sophisticated.
digital or something. What's this one?
This one's good.
Where is
Israel is like Simpsons. They've done it all.
Ohio. Oh, Australia. Wrong.
You know what? There was one.
can I
Oh
point-
God, what's she doing?
They put timestamps on a 1-minute video. It's like, all right, come on.
This is so ridiculous.
I
Also,
just
what's
want to
with the
say
tinted windows.
about that topic still.
Wait, should I
They've
pause it?
even
Oh.
used kites.
Kite.
Like like
What did you think she said?
Well, kite.
Kites.
I don't know. I was like, kikes. Please don't.
No,
let's
kite.
not get into that.
K-I-T-E.
Kites. Okay, thank God. We're back.
Yeah.
Kites.
To fly explosive stuff into areas.
They scary
So
shit.
people get creative.
They have more. They're more creative over there.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't
If only our terrorists could learn something from them. Okay.
Yeah, that kite technology.
Yeah.
I think the Japanese did that too during World War II. They like flew fucking blimps with bombs across the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty
Sounds about
dope.
right. I know. I feel like I've been reading so much about terrorism lately, but then there was this article in Time about how like the next big attack is going to be cyber terror. Like we're focused on keeping ourselves safe. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
they're in cyber terrorism territory.
Yeah.
Do you think they're sophisticated enough? That'll probably come from like China or Russia or something.
TikTok. They're gonna use
TikTok?
Yeah.
Do you know?
I guess-
Did you know that TikTok is owned by a Chinese company that
did
sells
know
our
that.
data?
I did
Fucking
know that.
Suckers.
I mean, yeah. I have lots of thoughts on that shit, but it's like no one's gonna stop giving out their data. Like we're
No.
never gonna stop.
Yeah.
So we're running around
It is what
complaining
it is.
about it,
You're
but
right.
and it's that ship has sailed.
Yeah.
You know. So
Right.
it's just like I think the most important thing is your health information, and like the therapist I go to, like I just don't go through insurance because I don't want any of my information about my personal, mental, or physical health.
Interesting.
Because that's what the real thing is. I think people all they do is complain about data. My phone number is gonna leak. It's like, do you remember there used to be books with
White
everyone's phone
pages.
number in it
Yeah.
and address, and there
It's
was
online now.
They
Everywhere,
apparently
yeah.
still exist.
So if you want to protect yourself, I mean, I think it's one of the most vulnerable populations are literally just people that are aging that use their mouse. Google is collecting data on when your mouse starts to slow down or be erratic and selling to your insurance company that you might be pre-Alzheimer's.
Whoa, that's awesome.
It's
Oh,
really
really?
more about your
Wow.
health information so that your insurance, you can't be denied insurance or your insurance doesn't go up.
You think that they sell that to the insurance company so that they can raise their
They
premium?
do, for sure, yeah.
Oh.
There's a great...
That's crazy.
It was either a hidden brain or something. The guy from Facebook who advised Mark Zuckerberg to stop doing that, and he overrode his advice anyway, basically has come out saying, here's all the things you do. Anytime someone sends you a Gmail, anytime you use a Gmail, they're taking all your data. Anytime you buy a prescription, all the ancestry stuff, I'm really mixed on that because
Me
they
too.
are using a lot of it to solve unsolved crimes, and they're getting innocent people out of jail, and they're, people that murdered 100 women are now going to fucking jail.
The Gold Coast killer.
That's right. They
So
caught. That's
interesting.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Right.
And people that have been wrongly imprisoned are getting out of jail. They're
Yeah.
also using it to do studies, but at the same time, if you are predisposed to cancer, predisposed to Alzheimer's or something, they theoretically that could get to your insurance company.
Well, you know who owns 23andMe?
Who?
Google.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that freaking
I
crazy?
did Helix. I did the National Geographic one.
Oh, those guys are the best.
Yeah.
They won't.
I don't know.
They won't sell your data to someone who. I'm
Whatever.
going nowhere.
Info mining company.
You know what I'm saying.
But I just feel like we're always like worried about one thing that's like kind of harmful and missing. I mean,
Right.
the scariest thing is there's going to be no evidence with Photoshop and deepfakes. Like soon evidence.
true.
Your photos, you're going to be on a porn star's head, and it's going to be undiscernible.
It
whether
already
it's you or
happened.
not.
Already happened.
It exists.
You know,
I've jerked off to Hila deepfakes.
really?
No.
Is that what? I have a question. What would happen there if you went out of town for a month? Would he be allowed to jerk off to a deepfake of you? Because technically, it's not your body.
I think so. What, would you care if I jerked off to a Hila deepfake?
I wouldn't care.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
But it's not your body.
But at least it's like,
I'd rather someone else's face in your body. I don't know. I'm
Really?
conflicted. I don't know
That's
why.
weird.
would you rather him just watch, or your spouse watch porn?
I don't really care about porn that much.
But what if your face was on the
I
app?
feel like the face is more of a meaning that you're still there, no, than your body.
That's a good
You feel the
point.
opposite?
I am so God. This is a thinker. Would I prefer him jerk off to a deep fake with my? No, because I'm kind of insecure about my body.
Oh, so that's the kicker.
I think it depends on what the body looked like.
I see
How
what you're
about
saying,
that?
though.
If it was like some crazy muscular, like super in shape body, I then wouldn't want him to like see my real body and be like,
I see.
now I have to go back to coach.
Right.
You know what I
see,
mean?
Yeah.
I think that would make me insecure.
I don't think that would be his
I don't want him. I don't want the
intention.
bar getting too high.
Also, he doesn't make the deep fake, remember. Someone else does. It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah, it really does.
So I would just go type Ela deep fake and I would just get it done. I've never done that, though.
And that's legal. I mean, they haven't even
Deep fake?
figured. Yeah, they haven't.
I don't know that they've legislated it yet.
Yeah, that's the thing is that they're not really moving on legislating any of
And
this.
not until like Lindsey Graham gets deep fake for gay porn will there be law. And he should by now.
Because they can also put your face on a murderer in a surveillance video.
Eventually, that'll be spooky as
Yeah.
it gets. But I definitely want
Blackmail. Someone could
I
blackmail.
want Lindsey Graham's face on a blacked.com video. And then we'll get
I don't even know what
laws.
that is.
Oh, you don't know black.com?
Brazzers?
Black.com is when they take a bunch of huge black dudes with giant cocks and then they have sex with a tiny little white girl.
Oh, glad I didn't know that.
Black.com. I'm
They
not.
got they're not a .net. They're a .com.
I have a whole bit about how.
Good for them.
Yeah, I know. I have a whole bit about how like porn is the most racist shit ever, but they get a pass because it's porn. Blacked.com.
Well, the problem is like no one can report the racism because then you have to say you had watched it.
Right.
I was trending on Pornhub.
For what? Oh, for
It
nipple
was a pretty big deal. It was actually kind of amazing because at like 9:30 a.m. I woke up a little bit late because I was doing stand up the night before, and I had like 18 text messages from like all my guy friends. They're like, "Dude, you're trending on Pornhub. You're trending on Pornhub." All my guy friends, and I was like, "I'm glad to know that you jerk off at 9 a.m."
Yeah.
All my guy friends. For some reason I think guys jerk off at night. I don't know why.
Oh, all hours.
9 a.m. Coming in hot. But yeah, I was trending. I was like third trending on Pornhub. And everyone was like, you don't understand. This is a big deal. This is a really big deal. So,
Were you in a way?
dubious
Were you
honor.
at all flattered by Nipplegate?
I think most people probably would look at my nipple that, like, 'cause I was extorted and it was put online more out of curiosity. I'm so bummed because it was just like the least flattering. I've taken very good nudes before. This was not a good nude.
Well, it was just for context. You did an Instagram story.
Yes,
Your nipple.
stoned. I was stoned.
Okay, good. We have a little context.
Little context.
There was a little bit of nipple on the bottom. And then
Well, I'd taken a video in the bathtub,
right.
sort of on Instagram, and I was a little stoned, so I didn't really see. And then I uploaded it, and then I like looked at my phone like 10 minutes later, and I had like 45 missed calls. I was like, "What's going on?" And everyone's like, "Your nipple's on the internet," and I was like, "Only one nipple? Like, what happened? Like, how bad's my posture that it's only one?"
it was like half, really.
Yeah, it's like I was in
Yeah.
the, and then I took it down, and then like 3 months later, my special's coming out, and I get this email from an AOL account. Like a
Red flag.
Already know this is either a criminal or ISIS or my aunt.
Yeah.
And I open it, and this guy, and he's like, if you don't pay me $15,000, I'm going to sell this photo.
What a
to...
dumbass. It was publicly posted.
Well, I publicly posted it after that.
But it was on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's like,
right.
what a genius.
That's right, but it was a video that I had taken down, and he had
Right.
screen grabbed it.
Okay.
So then I ended up just posting it anyway, but it was such a fucking bummer because the photo was like, I was in the bathtub, like kind of it looked like I was having a home birth. It was not flattering. And you know how like when you bend over, your tits get kind of like skinny? You know, it's just like I have incredible fake boobs and they look awful in this photo. They look like udders, like they're, and then in the background you can see like dandruff shampoo and like tongue scraper. Like it's such a bummer.
You wish it would have been portrayed
I thought
a little
it
better.
was great though that you did that.
Yeah,
and fuck that guy.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, and it's also the kind of
It's
thing.
so pathetic. It's
I
like,
don't
dude,
even,
come on.
honestly, like, I do think that, because we got into this whole legal thing, because, extortion's illegal in most states, but I also.
It's legal in some
I
states?
think it actually is. I think it's only like 30 or something.
Well, that's
states.
crazy.
I know, it's pretty wild. And I started really getting into it. First of all, to sue someone is really expensive. And I was like, I don't want to give this person any more of my time or energy. And I think I started to ascertain, I just had this gut feeling that it was like a kid who was kind of just got in over his head.
Yeah.
And, we used to egg people's houses. We used to prank people. I was just like, I don't want this person's life to be ruined because they just did something dumb when they were a teenager. And I don't really give a shit. I'm a comedian. Who fucking cares? I'm not going to run for president someday. I don't have political ambitions. So I kind of was just like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But I would have liked it to have been a posed photo.
Well, I wonder if I wonder. You know, you almost started a trend. I feel like there was people who were faking leaking their nudes after that.
Well, I did know. I basically just was like, this is really embarrassing, and I'm just going to post it. And then Bert Kreischer and a couple people, just to make me feel better, started posting embarrassing photos of themselves, which is really actually kind of touching. Bert posted his balls. Segura posted something. Yeah, like
mangled, bloody penis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's how I found Nipplegate, is that I saw Tom's mangled penis on my timeline in response to you. And I was like, bro, all right. But then
I just realized that there's porn on Twitter.
Oh, yeah, they'll show anything.
They don't give a shit, huh?
Nope.
Yeah.
Good, but on Twitter you can't do that. I did on Instagram you
Yeah.
can't, and I did get shadow banned. I got because I violated the terms of service by uploading the photo when it happened. So I got like out of the algorithm. Yeah. But they got me back and it was fine. Because all comedians are like shadow banning is like the big thing now.
Well, that means they don't tell you, but they just suppress your engagement, or what? What does that mean?
Usually, I don't know. I'm sort of like Santino, Hinchcliffe, Tim Dillon. Like we're all kind of like. Usually it means you've just violated the terms of service and they take you out of the algorithm. So Santino had posted a photo of like those naked news girls in Canada or something. So I think that's why I think there's a logical explanation for it. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Twitter's over there going, I don't like their political beliefs? I don't think that they have. I
don't know that Instagram does that either. But I think if you post a nude, they tell you, they're like, oh, you're suspended.
Yes, you violated the terms of service.
Yeah.
And then I was not like searchable for like a couple days.
That could be. Yeah.
And then it was like Whitney fan pages, and then my page was like separate.
Right.
So you would have to really just look really hard for me.
I've seen that on certain pages. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's probably just you get out of the algorithm and it's a machine.
That makes sense.
The main feed algorithm's so weird anyway now. Like most people don't see your main feed posts.
Right.
Kind of thing. So I don't know.
Well, I wonder, maybe I should leak a picture of my penis or something.
See what happens?
Yeah.
This is a theme that keeps coming up in this conversation. Dick pics.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
What's going on?
Ball cleavage.
I think breastfeeding is the big saga with Instagram. Like, can you show breastfeeding?
The whole thing with Instagram makes no sense to me because they'll allow pretty much nudity except showing the nipple.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, there's thongs. I've seen girls just showing ass without wearing underwear.
Yeah, you can show that. So what? I don't understand.
It's just the ducks that provide milk.
Men can show their nips.
Men can? Men
on
can,
Instagram.
yes, of course.
I could show my nips big time.
Yes, you can.
I could even extend. I wonder if I can extend my nipples. You know, some men they'll extend their nipples with nipple suckers.
Oh, you don't mean to make them bigger?
So I wonder if I could get some big and gorgeous nips and show those.
Can I get nipple implants?
I could get nipple implants.
I learned a lot.
What if I get fake tits as a dude? Can I show those?
No.
Yes, you probably can. Because
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you actually could. If you got breast implants as a dude, you could probably show them because there's lots. If you were just a fat dude with big tits, I'm sure you could.
Right, there you have it.
But I did learn when I got a sex robot made of myself. I went down to the sex robot factory, and the most popular nipple was large, like the most requested.
That was so interesting.
That guys like nipples that are as big as the boob.
I don't like that.
Guys like oblong nipples.
I like a small, supple nipple.
Yeah?
That's what I'm into.
Like proportional?
Yeah, not like tiny, but not like a man
like
nipple.
A freckle.
Not like a freckle.
You like more breast tissue than nipple.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're the weirdo here.
That can't be.
I like your point about it, though, for the women out there to know that there's someone for everyone.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we all think that, you would want the one perfect looking nipple.
Everyone thinks you need like a little light pink, tiny.
Oh, so I just fell into the. So I am the
monster.
Asshole. Yeah, I am
No,
the
it was
asshole.
just more like a lot of guys request oblong. A lot of guys request really dark nipples, which is interesting biologically because apparently your nipples darken when you breastfeed. It's the way the baby finds the nipple. So that could be like some mom issue, breastfeeding
Such an
issues.
interesting. I can't imagine even specifying in such fine detail.
Like if you were to order a sex doll, say she left you.
Right.
Because
That'd be my
she
only
couldn't stand the
alternative.
yes. So now you're an incel.
I always say if it wasn't for Eli, I'd be an incel.
And so if it wasn't for her, and if you had to get a sex doll made, or if she was just like, the stitches aren't healing up, I need a couple months off, can you just get a sex doll? Like, what would you custom order? You get to decide everything. Pubes, nipple size.
I don't know. That's a lot of decision making.
It
I'm
is.
Not sure I could.
So they have a wall with all the different kinds of
nipples that you choose from. There's like 48 different nipples. You have to just how much pubic hair you want, how long, how short, what shape.
I feel like it's kind of too embarrassing to decide on all those things.
Oh, really? Oh,
It's
now
kind of
you have a capacity for embarrassment? This is where we draw the line?
I mean, just for myself, like to live with myself, like the fact that someone may see that someday and that I chose this specific length of pubes or this specific nipple. I mean, it's so embarrassing.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh.
I find the sex doll thing to be, I would make sure that thing never saw the light of day.
How would you kill it?
I would put it in I wouldn't kill it. I would just keep it like as like a stepchild you don't like. I would chain it up in the basement.
That's what you would do with a stepchild you didn't like?
Where do you keep,
Obviously.
Where do you keep it now?
I keep her in a room upstairs. I put her in the garage and I felt weird. I don't think she's creepy.
Okay.
Everyone finds her so creepy. When they come to my house and see her, they're like, like they freak out. Like people really get
Because it's very uncanny.
Because it looks like so much like you and also not.
But you know what's wild? I don't think she looks like me at all because we only see ourselves in reverse. Because we only see ourselves in photos.
That's true, right?
So we have no idea what we look like. They say that if we're so dysmorphic, if we were to see ourselves on the street, we might not even recognize ourselves. So when I looked at her, when she first came out, because I was like, I wasn't sure if I was going to put her in the special
thought
or
about
not.
that.
Because I was like, what if she looks like a fucking ratchet scarecrow? Like I didn't realize how good the technology was. And they brought in this like hardcore robot person to do it and prosthetics person. And so she came out and I was like, this is probably going to suck. And I'll probably just do like a video with it or something. And as soon as she came out, I was like, fuck, she doesn't look anything like me. And then all the camera people with me were like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy. I was like, I don't see it.
Really?
But there's something fascinating to me when I learn about why men are really creeped out by sex robots, sex dolls, is because we're hardwired to be repelled by anything that looks human but doesn't look like a human, like the uncanny valley. It's our way that we've evolved to be repelled by anything that looks sick or dead so that we won't fuck it. Right? It's called pathogen avoidance.
Oh, so I guess that didn't work. I guess that just didn't, I didn't evolve with that.
Because you're into the yeah. If you're creeped out.
Another joke.
If you're creeped out by like please see it hashtag another joke. That should be the name of a special you do. Are you gonna do a special?
No. I'm not a comedian.
Really?
I'm just.
Would you do stand up?
No.
I love the fact that you are so germophobic about your butt, but you'll put your hat that's been on your head.
I'm not germophobic.
Over
I just don't
your
need to see the need to
face.
touch my own asshole.
I know, but you're putting
Nobody's
your
gonna-
hair in the germs in that hat are. That is so fucking that is gross to me. The germs in your mouth are going onto that, and then the germs from your head are all mixing together. Your face is a petri dish. Also
I don't
hashtag
get the problem.
ISIS.
I don't get it.
This is gross.
I don't see the issue.
I hate it.
Everywhere.
I hate hats on faces. I hate hats on foreheads too.
How much does it cost to get a sex doll?
A lot of money. It's
Are you
probably like 80
uncomfortable saying?
grand. No.
Whoa.
80
I'm talking about, yeah, it's
grand?
like 80 now.
Oh
Yeah, it's
my
like 50,
God.
and then she just got
Would
new
you let
muscles
somebody
in her
use
face.
it?
She's never been used, and I don't think I would definitely, if the body, the head is what's expensive, because the head is a
Can move
real,
and like
Animatronic.
talk.
only like 2 in the
Yeah.
world. It's incredible.
Oh, wow.
The body is like 10 grand, and those are disposable. So if I travel with her around the country, like when I brought her to Howard Stern and the Today Show and stuff in New York, we sent a different body, and then I carried her head on the plane, but then I have another body at my house. So she can have many bodies. Her head is what's
nice.
expensive, and I have to bring
Wow.
it on a Pelican case on the
Do you
plane.
have like a special case for it?
Yeah, Pelican case that I have to pack the head in, the whole
Wow.
and the weave's fucking $5 grand.
It looks real.
It's expensive as shit.
Is it? Can you make out with it?
You can. I don't. I choose
Not you,
to.
but I mean, like, let's say
Not really.
if you're in a relationship and you're on tour, as you
Uh-huh.
often would be, maybe he's like, sex doll?
Yeah, I just feel like
It's so expensive.
it's very expensive. He
That
knows
kinda
how
ruins the
expensive.
fun.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
know. I also put pantyhose on her, and men are so perplexed by pantyhose that
Chastity belt.
I feel like he would just be like, I don't know what this sticky shit is.
What if you were on tour?
Pantyhose? What is it,
Pantyhose.
Underwear or the one that you wear?
What do you call them?
I don't know.
Hose? Tights? Leggings?
Oh, you mean like
yeah, like leggings.
Like nude pantyhose.
Oh.
When guys see pantyhose, they just think your vagina disappeared. Like they don't understand if it matches your skin.
Right.
What do you call those?
Like something more like leggings or tights.
Tights, yeah, like tights.
So what is pantyhose?
They're pantyhose.
Just another word for it?
Yeah.
old lady word for it. Not
Yeah,
that
that's
you're
like
old.
my mom
That's
used to
my
wear
mom- yeah,
pantyhose.
exactly. Pantyhose is like the most unsexy word. in
Yeah.
I
English
feel like
language.
people don't wear pantyhose anymore.
Because it sounds like your grandma.
It's like
something.
it's like a panties with hoses.
It's
put
basically
your legs in.
nylons. It's like a thing that covers your leg.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people now do the spray-on nylons. Have you seen? It's like a spray. It's like a makeup spray to like cover your pores on your leg.
I mean, I've
Oh,
seen.
y'all got to get into Hollywood.
I've seen Kim Kardashian's thing. We
Body
talked
makeup.
about it. The body makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that
so they
seems-
do that instead of the pantyhose. It seems
Yeah.
the pantyhose is more
Pantyhose. I
easy.
do get a lot of DMs of guys saying, "Can you wear pantyhose and send them to me?" I think guys are into pantyhose.
Really?
Yeah,
Apparently.
which is probably a mom thing because their mom wore them.
Dude, you get a lot of wild DMs, man.
I do.
I
do.
gotta close
Feet.
it. I can't deal with it.
I bet you have a lot of feet. People.
I don't look.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
there's
don't
this
look.
one website where they show people's feet,
Uh-huh.
celebrities, and you're on it.
I am.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh, I hate feet.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say, what is the foot thing?
I hate.
I don't
feet.
get the foot thing.
Statistically, the most
personally.
disgusting part of the
Yeah.
body.
I know it's like probably the most popular fetish.
Is it?
It's very common.
What's the biological basis for that fetish? Do we know?
No.
Huh.
I
should look
I
into
don't
that.
get it at all. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to relate to it, but I think people just like it's petite.
I think it's
female, feminine.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of weird.
I think
the
there's
foot
also
job.
some kind of submissive thing, like I'm a
Yes.
piece of shit and I only
Right.
deserve to lick your dirty feet. There's a little bit of
It's a
that.
mistress thing, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little
that's
bit of
true.
like I'm garbage.
Dom,
Yeah.
femdom,
Yes, it's a way to be the what's it? Yes, this a sub
sub, and dom.
and dom. Okay.
Right, Hila?
Daddy Dom.
Daddy dom. Oh yeah, there's this.
What's
one.
that?
It's like when you pretend you're a baby and your partner is daddy, and you change your diaper and shit.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I hate
It's
it.
so disturbing.
I hate it. Where do you find that?
daddydom.com.
I don't even know.
You guys have great domains. Unbelievable.
There's this one girl that we often talk about on this podcast who's into daddy dom.
Okay, so she likes guys who dress up as babies.
No, she's the baby.
She dresses as a baby
Yeah.
and he fucks her?
I don't know if they fuck.
That's kind of passable pedophilia. Dressing as a
absolute-
baby
No, definitely.
is adult
she-
dressing as a baby still dicey.
She wears braces to make herself
So
look
Dan
younger.
just sent me. You can.
Is that
What is it?
It shows like every picture of me where you can see my feet.
Oh, he sent it. Wait, is it on Instagram? I want to look. Oh, I don't have.
No, I found it's a website
so
called WikiFeet.
weird.
It's
Yeah,
literally
that's
just
it.
called
That's the
WikiFeet.
website. And
I'm
I was
gonna
like,
say something unpopular. You do have good feet.
how can you tell?
Really? I feel like I don't.
I
you
think
tell
you
that?
do because
I don't
I
think
can't.
so.
I don't know how to explain it. You have very normcore feet. Like what are you like size 8?
No.
What?
9.
9? Okay. See, I'm a 10. You have thin, delicate looking
She has a
feet.
complex about her feet.
Really?
That she has big feet.
I'm a 10 and a half, so I have no sympathy for you. But they're just like very.
Dan, I want to see this shit.
Straightforward.
Do you guys mind if I get my dick out, or is that
I sent it in the Discord.
too much for this moment?
Is your dick in a picture?
No,
Wait,
I
what
just
are we
want to
talking
jerk
about?
off because I'm looking at you.
Oh, I.
Another joke.
Come on.
Sorry,
I
everybody.
saw
Those bad
Joey
jokes.
Diaz's balls on his podcast.
He showed you his balls? Mm-hmm. Was that
A picture
how did
of
you
him.
feel about
Picture
that?
of him.
I'm starting to
picture of
need to
Oh,
pee
picture?
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh, cool, Hila.
We have been here for 5 hours. I mean, I'd be shocked.
Let's wrap it up then. But I just wanted to show you.
I'm
this video.
starving.
I mean,
I
here,
think my meter ran out about 2 hours ago.
this car. I just want to finish this birth.
This person is an asshole. He should not be
And-
able to vote.
and now they're dead.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Save the pregnant
Look,
woman.
they just
She's
knocked.
pregnant. And now the baby has no dad.
What?
The drone's still
Honestly,
recording.
probably better off
Yeah.
without this genetic lineage.
Well, so we've come to. How long have we been going, Dan?
Just under 2 hours.
Okay, there you have it.
Who's the longest guest you've ever had?
Well, to be frank with you, we've gone for 8 hours.
We've had a charity stream.
Oh, wow.
That was outrageous.
That's intense.
Yeah.
That's like
that was stupid.
But like average guest.
Average?
I mean, we don't go about 2 hours is average.
Like 3 is a long one.
Yeah,
Three
that
is
is
really
long.
long.
Yeah, Rogan sometimes about 3.
3 is too long. Oh,
Yeah.
it's such a sad sight. The mic drooping like that.
I know. The mic is like, I'm done. The mic is finished. Oh my God, my makeup is on the microphone. Talk about fucking germs. But
So-
this is someone else's. This
It's
is
fine.
Bobby's? Kabuki makeup?
Yeah, it might be. What else? We have a bunch of cringe vids, but let me show you this one. This one's my favorite. Oh, you have something?
Well, I was just going to ask, what are you up to these days? Like, you're starting a podcast, and then are you touring a lot?
I'm
or
touring starting in March.
Are you on a break from
I'm on a
touring?
break from touring.
WhitneyCummings.com?
Yeah.
/store?
Yeah, but it's not up yet.
It's not up
I'm
yet.
announcing it Thanksgiving.
bookmark it.
Yeah, I'm announcing it Thanksgiving. I'm sort of full-time focusing on the podcast. We just did Dan Levy from Schitt's Creek and Dave Grohl. Just did Dalia. Have Alana Glazer coming. Like, kind of just silly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think I'm overthinking the podcast right now. I'm excited to get to a place where I can just show up and just be authentic and talk.
It's tough.
I spend
It's
way
hard.
too much time like trying to prepare, I feel like.
The beginning is hard. It takes a while to find your
And then I listen back to
rhythm.
it and I'm just like, I'm fucking rambling. Like, that's boring. I'm stuttering.
I would say just don't be too hard on yourself because it takes a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We hated it for a really long time.
Yeah.
I had to stick through hating it and
Yeah.
myself
How long did you hate it?
for like 100 episodes.
So I only have 98 more to go and that'll have fun.
I think so. It can take that long.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
we
like
felt
20.
like
At least 20.
it was something we wanted to do. So it was like a struggle because we weren't happy with it or with the process or with how it came out, whatever. But we did want to do it. So we just kind of kept pushing through it, you know?
Like, I've been doing other people's podcasts for so long that I kind of am like, okay, I'm trying to learn from the things I like and don't like about doing other people's. But I try to just be really quick and tight because I just assume everybody's like so busy and you have to be sort of like nonstop entertaining. But I think most of the people I talk to are like, no, I listen to it like doing laundry in the car. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be like rapid fire.
No,
Because that's how TV and stand-up are.
Yeah, it's like the opposite.
You know,
pretty much of
my
that.
my first inclination was that, and people started complaining that it was too short.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a compliment. Better than too long.
I guess so.
But I think people just kind of want to hang out with you, and that's something I need to come
Give
to
it at
terms
least
with.
20 eps though. Don't get too bad on yourself. You're exploring the idea.
Yeah.
You know.
We've changed stuff along the way too until you find like how you're comfortable. We changed the layout of the room.
Yeah.
We've changed the mic in his case. You know, it's all kinds of things that you'll come to understand as you do it though. You just gotta do it.
Yeah, just kind of.
By the way, we're not like podcast pros. We've only
We're
done like
not.
150
Yeah.
eps. Joe Rogan's done like 10 million episodes.
Unreal. No, I think he's at, is it how many? 130 some 1300 or something.
That's so ridiculous.
It's wild, but he does a couple a week. But he's so fucking good. I think doing his podcast so much and watching it, like that I'm like, that's not exactly what I'm doing. So don't even try to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But he also doesn't try to be funny all the time either.
No.
You know. But I think as a comedian, it takes a second to just like shut that thing off. Of like,
I totally
you haven't made anyone laugh in 10 seconds. What's going on? You're bombing. Like I have that in a monologue sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
And embrace dead air.
Whoa.
Dead air. Embrace it.
Where did you learn that?
At anti-broadcast school.
How to fail in podcasting without even trying.
Embrace the dead air. Just let it breathe. Sometimes we have dead air offs. We go, okay, dead air time. Like, watch right now. You see, Ela can't. She's not good at it. She broke the dead air. But sometimes you hit dead air and you panic. Don't panic. Just do like this, and your guest, just freak your guest out. Just go. Just take it in.
And then just go.
Is there anything else?
I'm experimenting with dead air over here.
Dead air.
That's brave. It's fucking brave. I mean, stand-up is the same thing. Stand-up is like the slow down.
Take it.
Yes.
Take the dead air.
Yes. And then the next thing's going to be funnier if the audience is like, if you build some tension.
And just play it up. I love going, dead air.
Another joke.
It's really, yeah, exactly.
What are your major slogans? Dead air, another joke.
And
Another joke is
and that's
no.
a dick pic I'd look at.
Is that a big one? Like, don't you have like mottos? Like, what are your major?
It's kind of
fascinating.
What are your brand words? Like, what would your
People
merch
always
say?
say Papa Bless.
Papa Bless is one of them.
Papa Bless.
Vape
Because
Nash.
of
Vape Nash.
And now
combined Papa John and God Bless.
Yeah.
It's Papa Bless.
Papa Bless.
I like saying God bless too.
Yeah.
And then people say Shalom everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
Yeah.
And then people also say now
Crickets.
yeah. I always joke that at this point nobody's listening to, so this one I really get to put my feet up.
No, I think people are listening to your show.
But it gets much more loose and low pressure at this deep in the show.
I am shocked there's film in these cameras. I mean,
There's not. There's not. Seriously, it's streaming.
It's just hanging out. You're just hanging out.
People like to say about me that that now he's got a clean butthole. Now I've
Now
got a
you're just
clean
making
butthole,
it
and you
up.
can take that to the bank.
Are you going to try the aloe pills and report back to me?
I'm curious.
Sounds scary.
I just don't know that I want to shit everything.
Well, just you want to keep some. You're a
I wanna
hoarder.
keep some. Yeah. I want to keep some.
I think you should just take one, but do it on like a Sunday.
I try to keep it down. Sorry, that wasn't me.
Do it on like a Sunday morning. Saturday night. Do it on a take one on a Saturday night. Aloe Max. And then I
Lazy
want to
like
hear.
a Sunday morning. That's what he says.
And then I want to know Monday how it went.
Okay. Dan, can you write it down? What was it called?
Aloe Max. I mean, that's the
Aloe
brand
Max,
I have. It's
baby.
an aloe pill. There's a couple different brands.
Just like aloe vera?
It's aloe. I think it's just like pure aloe. I couldn't tell you exactly. I'd have to look it up.
Whatever it is, it makes you shit.
It makes you evacuate the premises.
I mean, it sounds fun in a way. Is it fun?
I think shitting is orgasmic, I find.
You like shitting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll take a fat shit that's so fat. I talked about this yesterday.
So gratifying.
I talked about this yesterday with Theo Vaughn, and he recoiled from me. But I was like, I kind of get like gay dudes, or I mean, I get anal sex because sometimes I'll take a shit that's so gratifying and it's huge, and I actually really enjoy it. So I says, if you feel that good coming out, there's got to be something about anal sex.
No, I think no.
I don't think it's
I was like, I get gay dudes.
Not
And
the
Theo's
same
like, whoa, dude.
Not
No?
the same thing. I don't think. But that's really
I was like,
funny.
I could really think I could get fucked in the ass.
A to B. No, it's literally the opposite feeling. It's
Good for coming out.
the
not going for
inverse.
it.
Yeah, it is the actual inverse.
I don't know.
Try.
Like she probably doesn't want her baby to crawl back in. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
That's
yeah,
a good point.
try it.
Before you go, because it is time,
Yeah.
this is a very short video. It's one of my favorites. You just react to this.
Oh God,
Here we go. It's only 30 seconds.
I'm very jumpy. Oh, this doesn't scare me.
No.
No.
It's not, I promise.
Is it a dog that's gonna come under?
No.
I don't like surprises. Just I like
No.
spoilers.
It's fine. It's
Just
fine.
tell me.
It's fine.
Is it gonna be? Am I? Fuck. Fuck.
Wash on the floor. Wash on the floor. I've been recording you the whole time. Sorry.
What? Okay, now that you know what it is, watch it.
I can't laugh because I have to pee.
The sound.
Wash on the floor. Wash on the floor. I've been recording you the whole time in these restroom. Sorry.
So here's the best part. The guy who's shitting said sorry.
I'm so bummed. I thought it was a dead person.
Oh my God.
That guy's just sitting there trying to smell the stranger shit.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he turns him on.
Why is he in a fucking lab coat and why does he look like Fred Armisen?
Because he's on his lunch break.
There's a couple problems with that. At first I thought it was Fred Armisen, and then I thought it was a dead guy.
It's just a dude jerking off in a stall like
You think he
do.
was jerking off lying down? I never
No.
understand that.
No, he was just committing the memory
Do
to
guys
the wank
jerk
bang.
off on their stomachs?
Maybe
That's a
some
weird
dudes
one.
hump their bed.
Huh?
Like if they're humping something, but you can't jerk off on your stomach.
Well, so what's he doing? Why isn't he
He's
on
just
his
fine.
back looking? Okay.
I think he's just committing
Just
the memory to the
watching.
wank bang. The wank bang.
Uh-huh. Is there a lot of shitting porn? I don't even know.
I think that it certainly exists. I don't know if it's a popular genre. Germans apparently love shit porn. That's what they say. When I was in Germany, I saw, and when we went to a pornography store, and they were selling Scheisse films, they call it. Okay. And it was at a premium too. They were selling it for like $80 because
people having sex while shitting or something.
Like shitting each other's mouths and stuff.
Okay,
but then it's super expensive because I guess you got to pay the girls a premium
to shit in your mouth.
Yeah,
yeah.
They don't like it.
Yeah, that feels fair.
Like, oh, Alfredo, are you into poop porn?
Like I'm basically feeding you.
You got to pay for the meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm cooking for you, essentially.
All right, should we wrap this up?
We shall. She's got to pee. And
Whitney Cummings has a new podcast out right now called Good For You. It's available everywhere.
Good for you.
It's available everywhere podcasts are available, including YouTube. We've got a tour coming up.
You don't do other people's podcasts that much. When you did Theo's, I was surprised.
No, I don't do
he doesn't like doing...
You just don't like to?
I don't like doing other people's shows.
Yeah. Why did you do Theo's?
Because I like Theo.
Yeah.
And he's in the same building.
Oh, that's helpful. He moved. Oh, he's here now.
in this building.
Oh, good. Okay. That helps. Because I like him. And he's down the hall.
And also a Netflix special called...
Great. It's not called Great. It is great.
It is. Well, what is it called again?
Can I touch it?
Can I Touch It? It's called Can I Touch It on Netflix. It's a saga. It's a fantastic... Everyone listening has Netflix, so put it on and watch the special. Capiche?
Mm-hmm.
And Whitney's DMs are open.
They are, please.
Send bathroom pics.
I love shitting pics. I'm entertained by them. I'm not upset by dick pics. But if someone sent me a dick pic, I'm like, all right, delete it.
It's a one-way street.
I don't care. I think it's funny. Oh, it's a dog.
Are you trying to get Belle spit? All right,
I'm
that's
starting
it,
to
folks.
get, you know, when you've been talking so long, you've like crushed on your lip.
Yeah,
That's when I have to call it.
Guys, we got crust on the lip. It's been a long day. It's Friday. TGIF. You know what I'm saying? Either we're getting the Beyond Burger, right?
Yes.
Have a great weekend, you guys. Have a fantastic time. Be good. Positivity and love. Smile more. You know, we only talk about smile more here. No negative thoughts here in the H3 Nation. Only happy thoughts.
That's nice of you.
We don't.
Have you always
That
said
was
that?
ironic.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah. No, we're depressed nation. We're cynical nation.
Don't ride elephants.
Don't ride elephants, you fucking cocksuckers. How dare you?
But smile
And go adopt. Only adopt. Don't buy, right?
I like that. Adopt, don't shop. Don't go to circuses. Don't go to
Don't
SeaWorld.
shop.
SeaWorld.
Go to SeaWorld.
Don't buy from breeders.
Look at Alfredo. Look what a sweetheart
There's
he
no
is.
such thing as a hyperallergenic dog.
What?
Yes, there is.
No, there isn't.
He is. Well, he doesn't shed. That's true.
Yeah, but he sells dander.
Yeah. But I have dandruff.
Is there
hypoallergenic
there's
humans?
this thing now that there's such a labradoodle. All that shit is fake. It's a scam. Don't fall for it.
Don't fall for it.
They don't shed. That's true.
Yeah, not shedding is one thing, but the hypoallergenic dog is a lie.
Did you say hi to Shredder?
Hi, Shredder.
He's the best.
My mom growing
We bought
up.
Shredder.
Yes.
But I don't regret it. He's a purebred.
You look like my mom's dog growing up, named Elton John.
Aw,
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah,
name.
Get a Yorkie named Elton John.
Shredder's a diva.
Yorkies
man.
always
do have
such
big
personalities.
He is such a character.
Well,
Shredder.
smaller dogs
Oh
have
my
to
God.
sort of overcompensate with bigger personalities because they're
He's
smaller,
such
so
a
they're always.
character.
He's like a little. He's a little human being.
Yeah.
He's such a diva.
Such human eyes.
Oh God, we have to go home to get Theodore
Yes.
in time. Okay, we have time.
Oh, we're parents.
Yes.
For real. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
See you guys next week.